Hello everyone and welcome to the live stream. My name's Brian and we are giving away a couple of copies of No Rest for the Wicked today live. I'm gonna go through the rules and so much more here in just a little bit, but also beyond a giveaway, we're continuing my hardcore characters progression in No Rest for the Wicked. So far, I haven't died, knock on wood, and we'll see how far we go. If we do meet that fate, I will probably continue to play this character, or I'll switch over to my monk character that I've got leveled and continue to kind of dive further into the content of the Breach and continue just to experience this incredible game. I have put over 150 hours in. It is one of the best games that I've played, and I cannot wait to play and experience more. And if you guys have been following the channel, which we have a ton of you guys that have been hitting that subscribe button on the channel, thank you so much. Also, thank you guys for the likes. Those really do help recommend the videos out to more people who discover the content and hopefully get and enjoy it. We do a lot. I like to focus in on gaming and I guess, I don't know if this is a weird transition into men's mental health. So I want to encourage you guys to keep focused, keep taking care of yourselves, because it's important. And I think when it comes down to gaming, it can be done healthily and it can be done in a way that could cause some damage to you. And so I'm always looking out for my fellow gamers, especially my fellow dudes out there. And when I've looked at the stats of the site, like most of us here are guys. It's like the number here is heavily slanted in that direction. Now, I said we're giving away 2 copies of the game. This is in large part, and let me make sure I get their name just right. I tweeted this out because I saw a super thanks come in on the stream, and it was just wow. I mean, not in the stream, excuse me. It came in through the comments. And it just blew me away. I was like, whoa. And where's my profile? Sorry. It's like, oh, all right. Twitter decided to. There we go. I found the button. This is from RDCone33, who gave a super thanks of $75, which is amazing. Put this towards a couple more gifted copies of No Rest for the Wicked. You do a really good job covering the game, and I'd like to thank you personally for your messages of hope at the end of your videos. Keep up the good work and hope you're having a great week. So thank you so much, RD Cone. That was like absolutely mind-boggling, that level of support, and because of that, we're going to give away another copy, and ultimately, yeah, we'll just keep that party train rocking and rolling. Now, for those of you who aren't new, you know that I like to run these podcasts, these live streams as kind of a call-in show podcast. So if you're a part of the Discord, it's absolutely free to be a part of the Discord. Jump in, hang out in the chill room. If you don't feel like talking, that's fine. You get a little bit faster audio relay than the stream, but YouTube's been improving. YouTube's been improving across the board. So all that being said, I think it's time to play some games. We're gonna go until the kids need me. So roughly, I would assume the next 3 hours we're gonna be hanging out. And so if you guys got questions about the game, if you want to talk about whatever, like you want to talk about the Thunderbolts, I don't care. Like we'll talk about whatever, and we'll have a good freaking time. But let's bring in our Discord. What's up, Varen? How are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. Work customer service. I work at a gas station, so I like to wake up 2 a.m. just to mentally prepare to deal with certain kinds of people. That's why I'm up early in the morning when I work a morning shift.
That's good. Yeah, you want to be awake for that.
And I'm also an unpleasant individual when I just wake up.
I don't know, man. I've always just been a morning person, man. I get miserable around like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, it's too loud. I'm ready for bed.
Oh, I am not a morning person. I am a miserable, horrible person. There's a reason why we are considered the conceited a-holes.
Nice.
In one of our personal groups. Like, not pleasant at all.
Hey, what's going on, Van King? How you doing? All right. I like that they gave me 4 dailies now. That's at least on the flowing of experience. All right, let's grab all that.
No Rest for the Wicked?
No Rest for the Wicked. Yeah, I'm loving it. Where a Nameless Pass was where I was last. What level am I? I gotta Gotta check. I'm level 11. Okay.
I was gonna say 15.
Well, on my, I think on my monk, I just hit level 18. So you know, like when I'm not streaming, it's so much more relaxing. I just play my monk and have a good time, and but it's like.
Let me guess, the monk is a non-hardcore.
Non-hardcore, yeah. It's like, I have died many times. Sometimes to bosses, most of the times to falling to gravity. But they did make a slight adjustment. I did a little bit of testing on it, and my survivability has gone up a little bit because they made it less painful to when you die or so, or when you fall. Let's see here. Do I need to repair? Yeah, I need to repair. Upgrade. I don't have the upgrade materials. I was looking at, what was I? I was just running over. Oh yeah, I was gonna go and see if I have any gems that I can infuse. I was just thinking about it. All right. Do I? Oh no, I don't have any. I could increase damage. That's fine, but I was looking for the experience one. I have no experience gems because I was like, oh, you know, I ended up slotting my whole That's why I'm like, I think I'm a little bit over leveled in on my other character because like I've slotted like all these experience gems, and so the experience is just flowing. It's just flowing in, and I don't think I've gotten that here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that gem. Do I have this? Yeah, I already have that. Okay, cool. All right, let's see here. What do I need to work on? I know I need to do rats and raiders, but like I went in and that zone was hard. A savage
Level
pair at
15.
at this level. Swamp rises, predator and prey. The savage pairs is tough. They are tricky. Let's go run. We might avoid them. We'll see. I've just gotten to the point like on my monk that it's like, yeah, I can take out the savage pair, but it's still like a challenge. And I think they scale at some point or something like that. Ben says, all right, although I'm also going to play now, thanks for my anyway. Yes. Have you been on a long break, Van?
Holy crap! He's a white card?
What are you playing or watching?
No, I'm just, I've been kind of scrolling through and taking a look at the upcoming Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy crossover.
Oh, okay.
Hildebrand is a white card.
So somebody who doesn't know a lot about Magic the Gathering, what does that mean?
Okay, so in Magic the Gathering, there is the four elements: white, green, red, blue. Fire, water.
Sorry, I just
fire,
pushed him off the
water.
ledge.
Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. I am forgetting how many elements there are. White, green, red, blue, black. Pretty sure those are all of the elements. I'm gonna boot up Magic the Gathering Arena.
We got.
But basically. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say we got a couple comments here. Sorry, it's so satisfying, guys. It's so satisfying. Let's see here. We got GT says 2 a.m. I guess in response to where you're at in Canada.
Yeah, 2 a.m. in the morning is when I wake up for my morning shifts, and then I'm awake for about 4 hours. I leave at about 5:30, get to work, wait until 5:45, and then I'm in and opening the store for 6 o'clock.
Very nice. And then he goes, is the mage in the game yet? Yes, I have like I was leveling a mage in I guess the 1.0, you know, the early access version before this. And they have them in here now. So they have wands and staves. But I haven't made a mage character yet, James. Bruno says, love the stream. Has anyone else experienced the recipe bug? I learned the fruit pie recipe, but it doesn't show up. No, I haven't. I haven't even learned that recipe yet.
I haven't either, and I didn't even know that there was a food bug.
All right, man. It's like, all right, balance beam. Like, I don't actually need to go over there. I was just, you know, there's the treasure chest, but I think I'll be okay. That's that's the stream, guys. It's like, hey, big monster, let's run at it. Slight balancing act. I don't know, guys. I don't think this does not feel worth it. I really would rather die at the hands of a big bad monster because I like twitched wrong on the controller. Hey, Maya.
Okay, so magic decks consist of usually one of 5 elements or colors: white, blue, black, red, and green.
Okay.
White decks are all about gaining life and just having more life than the other guys. Blue decks are about spell casting. Oh, I'm going to counterspell your card. I'm going to put that card back in your hand. Oh, that card is now back in your deck and has to be pre-shuffled. It's all about countering and magic spells. Black decks, your zombies. Zombies, undead. Oh, cool, you killed my entire front line of zombies. Well, I tap all of my mana and they're all back on the field again.
Nice.
Red decks, fast, quick. I have 40 cards now on the field. You have 2. That's how fast a red deck can.
Wow.
Green decks are all about building up a slow to start, but quick to overwhelm. Basically, you set up a good foundation, and eventually you'll just overwhelm them with sheer powerful cards.
Okay.
So that's kind of the bare bones basic of what the 5 mana groups are.
Gotcha.
In Magic, you have to get land cards, which you need to get mana that you use to summon cards. So you need, typically, most cards will need a singular specific mana. So most cards will have either you know, a black symbol, white symbol, green symbol, all that. And that's what you need to tap it. And then a number. The number is how many extra mana. It doesn't matter what color it is. One of them has to be, you know, that first color. Then there are some cards that are combo cards: red and blue, red and green, black and white, stuff like that. And so Hildebrand Mandeville, legendary creature, human detective.
Yeah.
The really cool thing is he buffs what are known as creature tokens. Creature tokens are things that can be spawned off of a card effect, or an artifact, or something else that you have. And so they get +1/+1, an extra attack and an extra defense. And the funny thing is when Hildebrand dies, you may cast it from the graveyard as an adventure card. And an adventure card is an effect card that'll just be sat on the field, no longer a creature card. Okay. It's basically a pseudo land card.
Okay, roger that.
And his adventure is the Gentleman's Rise. Okay. Black with two whatever mana. Create a 2/2 black zombie token because it references his first ARR quest where he's got all the Manderville zombies.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I cannot wait for these Final Fantasy Magic cards because we've got Emmett Silk, we've got Y'shtola, we've got. Those are the only 2 14 characters we've seen so far. I'm hoping for a Xenos card and maybe some Primal cards. I think that would be really cool. But when it comes to the older Final Fantasy games, I'm happy that Celes is finally getting a return to it. And a lot of Final Fantasy 6, 7, overblown, overrated. I don't care. Fight me. I think 7 is overrated.
I got a couple of people to thank. We've got Jur Lanson with the YouTube sub, aka follow, and a follow over on Twitch from Topazzo. Thanks for that. I appreciate that follow. Welcome in. Oh, I think there's a guy out here. Oh, it's a rat. I'll kill him. Got to get that 1 experience point. There we go. And the meat, of course. Oh man. I was thrilled yesterday. Like I saw like a little thing pop up from Asmongold. He was playing some No Rest for the Wicked, so that was exciting to see. More people gonna be checking out the game because of that. So I was like, yeah, let's go. And it was so interesting. It's so interesting because like, you know, like watching like him play. I was like, oh wow. He went into like a high level area like unknowingly. It was just, I was like, oh, like, thank goodness he's not hardcore character. Oh yeah, dude, I love this. This build is so good. All right, chest. Yeah, Sacrifice Fair. All right. All right, let's see. Let me look at the. Does it show? Can I inspect for the runes? So I Scream. I haven't really. I've used Berserker Fury. Slashing Spin I need to check out, and Scream I need to try. See what they do. What's this do? Oh, cool. It's just a big old charge. Oh, it's a charge spell. Must be held to successfully cast. Okay, and then I'll try spinning slash. I'm gonna use thorns. I like that little buff. Gaming is back. Topaz says gaming is back. It's back on the menu, boys. There we go. Did they address the issue? I haven't seen that in the patch notes yet. How's Elizra? And hopefully I'm not butchering your name too badly. I have not seen that in the patch notes. It could have been sometimes like an unmentioned note, but Boom City, level 12, baby. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna just pump them. I'm gonna pump that strength stat up. Yeah. All right. Maybe I can see if I can start doing some more one-shots. Yes, Ping. What's up? Good morning, guys. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Like I said at the top of the pod, outside of the fact that my mic did, for some reason decided not to work, so I had to refilm the intro. We will be doing 2 game giveaways. We had a beautiful super thanks come in, which is going to allow me to give away more copies of the game. So right now, we based off of that super thanks alone, we might be able to do 2. We'll do 2 today. We might do 2 next Saturday as well. And so yeah, we're gonna. So if you haven't played this game yet, if you're watching this and on the fence, stick around. We will give that away. We'll figure out our first giveaway probably here in about an hour or so, as people kind of trickle in and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Heathen? Good morning. Yeah, it is exactly like that.
Oh, that's a nasty card.
All right, who's this now? Who's this nasty card?
The Death Baron. Skeletons you control and other zombies that you control get a +1/+1 and have death touch.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds powerful.
This is magic. I'm making a deck to use against my one buddy who made me so mad.
Yeah.
With his bullcrap one deck. And I'm using it against, and I'm going to use it black. I'm making my very first black deck. I've never really made a black deck. I used to have a really nice Angel Dragon deck.
Yeah.
So fun. That was such a fun
deck
I had.
Are they going to make the Final Fantasy Magic cards? Like, is that going to be also available like on the digital version of it?
I don't know. There's been no confirmation if it's going to be in the Magic the Gathering arena, which is what I'm playing on right now. Doing this build crap. I don't know, and I really hope they do, because I've got a bunch of legendary tokens available. I want to just grab Cella's away.
Yeah.
Because Cella's is one of my favorite Final Fantasy
she's great.
She's the first Rune Knight character.
Yeah.
To my knowledge. Yeah, she's the very first Rune Knight. And 6 is honestly the best Final Fantasy game, because any of the characters can be the main character.
That's why we're friends, because we agree. Well, I would say if we're not counting Tactics as eligible because it's not a numbered game, yeah, Tactics and 6 are just so freaking good. So good. I don't think 7's overrated. I think that within the Final Fantasy world, people really do connect with the first Final Fantasy, like more than anything else that they play. So a lot of people's first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy 7. So, like, I get it. Arrowin says, Ginger, do you have experience with unhealthy gaming? When I come out of a relationship, I tend to no life games as a form of escapism. wondering how you get yourself out of that rut if you've been there. 100% I've been there, Erwin, 100%. Gaming is a great escapist hobby, and I'm definitely the kind of guy who, like, if you gave me that functionality, like if all of a sudden you're like, you have no responsibilities, what do you want to do? It's like, oh yeah, I could easily see myself falling down to that trap. I would say, you know, in this regards, because of what you just kind of said after coming out of a relationship, dude, that sucks. You know, like that's all. There's always a grieving process that's going to happen with that. But I would encourage you, try to surround yourself with friends. Yeah, Mike, with the soundboard. All right, that was like, we're having a serious moment as John Cena just rips into the world. Now, I'd say, like, Erwin, get, you know, like, I pray that you have some buds, you know, some actual friends who can pull you into the real world, and start building into that, right? So it's that, it's not that you have to, like, completely, you know, quit gaming, but exercise, you know, making your bed, taking physical care of yourself, can be good. It's like, we all, like, I remember, like, because I was engaged before I met my wife, and the engagement obviously, you know, broke off, and it was a weird, like, everybody grieves in weird ways, and it, like, I thought, like, I had, you know, I was good, and it was like over a year later, and I missed the season 1 finale of How I Met Your Mother, which was a show that was on at this time, and after and so I missed it, and then later, and it, like, so it had been out maybe that happened, and it was like basically year 2, and I was like, I never saw that episode, and so I finally made time, and I watched it because I think it was out on DVD or something like that, and they the coupled characters that were engaged, like they broke up, and it was like, that was a real emotional moment for me. I was like, I remember just crying at the conclusion of that episode, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I thought I was good, and I was like, oh, I'm not there yet. I'm definitely not ready. So it was just something that kind of, like, I don't know if that has any kind of relation to what you're going through, but it's like, nothing wrong with gaming, but try to find some people in the real world, friends, family, who can pull you out of that shell and get you doing something, you know, at some point, just so that you can kind of break up the long gaming sessions. For my, like, what I do now is, like, I literally have 6 kids, a wife, and, like, gaming isn't the thing I escape into, because it's like, you know, most of it ends up being with the kids anyway, so it's like, yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. Oh, you suck for that. Well,
in any case, good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
I'm just popping in real quick before I head off to work here, so yay.
Well, thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for dropping the John Cena. Oh yeah, dude, it's great.
Actually, one thing I have as my intro whenever I because Discord has a new feature where you can actually, whenever you join a voice chat, you can have a soundboard play automatically. And
whoa.
my usual one is one that's you have banned from stream, so
yeah. Thanks.
Don't over to the John Cena.
Do not. Yeah, that is the one that it, like. I think at some point you're like, how did Brian die? Well, you know, he was in his, he you know, 20 years from now, hopefully, or more. But he's like, and then, like, it's that sound effect that it's like I'm streaming right in the headphones, because it's like, you know, it's, for those of you who want to know, it's the boom 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 police or whatever, and it's like, and it sounds so
FBI,
intense. Yeah, it sounds so intense. And it's like, oh my goodness, dude. And so I was like, no, let's not do that. That's gonna be the enemy.
The one I have as my usual intro in my server. I have not set this up in others. Is this one?
The oh, I like that. I made a joke. I was on the Discord, because there's an illuminate spell, and I was like, I'm always gonna advocate for pets or in pet classes within these kind of games. And I was like, I'd like a lantern that follows me around, but as long as it doesn't say, "Hey, listen," over and over again, then that's the kind of lantern I want. Now, yeah, the chat's like 6 kids. Oh wow, yeah. It's great. Highly recommend it. It keeps you busy. It's a great way of keeping a balance of, like, yeah. I don't like Brian, why do you stream at 4:30 in the morning on Saturdays and only on 4:30 in the morning on Saturdays? Well, their names.
Why?
Well, it's like, because one of the things I never want to be, like, because I heard, like, I had a friend and he's just like, yeah, Dad would get off work and he would just go into his, you know, like his office and play video games. And it's like, oh, that kind of sucks. You know, like, that's your memory of your father. It's like, nah, I think I want to make sure that whenever the kids are awake, that they know I want to spend time with them. Yeah, Swamp Rises, baby. So that's usually why. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm sure I could be like, yeah, I'm gonna go, you know. And it's like, if I do play a game, you know, that's why I do a lot of handheld gaming too. So it's like, that's where GeForce Now comes in handy.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch, and it ends up being, it's like, oh, cool. Like, even like the kids are really into Ninjago right now. Like, and so it's like, I'm not really into that show, but you know, I'll hang out in the room. I'll sit down and, you know, kind of hang out with them and enjoy their reactions to it, and then I'll play. I'll level up.
No, I have a question for you, Brian.
Yeah.
Or to leave. What do you think about the latest controversy with the Power World versus Nintendo lawsuit?
the Nintendo fanboy in me is always being hurt by that company, because it's like, Nintendo, you suck so much.
I think Nintendo is,
they're in the wrong in my mind, but
starting to overreach in certain aspects, especially with the, like, not to mention, as far as I know, Nintendo isn't the one doing this lawsuit. This is the Pokemon company doing this one, as far as I know. And so the Pokemon company, you know, trying to be like, well, we don't like this. Here's a lawsuit.
Here's a lawsuit.
Well, it's the one of the biggest things is like what started it all was throwing a ball. It's like, okay, what is your recommendation of throwing a ball? Is that throwing a ball to capture something, or is that throwing a ball in general? Because, I mean, if you're gonna go lawsuit someone about throwing the ball, look at all the sports games.
The thing I'll say is that it is absolutely garbage practices to try and trademark a type of system, right?
Well, and that's what Warner Brothers did that with the Nemesis system.
Exactly.
With the Shadow War games,
and when and have we seen it anywhere? Well, no. And it's such an interesting system, and it's like, yeah, I think that's an anti-consumer practice, because it hurts competition. Like, imagine if someone's like, we've trademarked turn-based battles, Expedition 33, you got to pay up. You know, it's like, you son of a, you know, like, no, they evolved the system. They didn't, like, now if they went in and like stole their code and inserted it into here and it worked, I get the reason. I get that should be something, right? Like, no, you drew inspiration from this. Absolutely run with it. But the fact that that is just such a garbage practice.
It's like what Heath Rins just said, but there are so many creature collecting battle games that none of them are getting sued. Because, I mean, take a look at the fact
because they're popular, and it's like, oh, there's money to be made in this well.
Well,
you also got Gamba. You got the Gamba mobile games and whatnot, where you collect cards and stuff of higher level adventurers or creatures or whatever, and it's like, you're collecting in that sense.
The interesting thing is that the Pokemon's actual patent, I actually went and looked at this thing. It is the act of throwing a ball at a creature and it giving you a percentage chance of a capture rate. That is the actual, like, patent. I might be missing a couple of details, but it's the act of throwing a ball in an open field and you getting a percentage-based chance of capturing the object in this spherical ball.
Yeah, because a lot of people have summed it up, and that's one thing. It's like I'm watching some of like the lawsuit videos and whatnot right now, and they're talking about just people are generalizing it to saying like throwing a ball. Well, if you're gonna say throw a ball, look at all the sports games. How many of them always throw a ball? So it's like, okay, so you got to go back and you got to go lawsuit them because of the factor that, oh, they're throwing a ball.
Yeah, I think like they patent. I know like Nintendo has a patent for when it shows the shadow of the character when the camera is, you know, like an object is between the character and the camera or something like that. And it's like, how many games do that? You know, and it's
Yeah.
like it's they're so selective, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it.
And I mean, like, it's like
take a look at the
if-
game that you're playing now. Take a look at the game that you're playing now. Your character's casting a shadow between objects. Why is it no rest of the record getting lawsuit by the Pokemon company?
Yeah. All right. I guess the dailies just like literally reset in real time. All right, we'll go knock this one out because it's just sitting up there ready to die.
But sorry for stirring us a controversy.
No, dude, like
in 2 minutes.
it frustrates me. It does because it's like, and then what do I do about it? I pre-ordered the Switch 2, you know, because it's like I'm such a captured Nintendo fan where it's like the fact is that here we are in 2025. They're adding in game chat, and that's the thing I'm excited about. It's like finally, oh my gosh, Nintendo, welcome to 2006. You know, that's who they are, and they make
my thing
great
is,
games.
I hope they add Discord integration.
Dude, that would be so nice, but I've heard that like in order to like do voice chat, they're gonna have, and honestly, as a parent, I'm not so negative on it. That the idea that you have to kind of verify that you're a real person with a phone number or something like that, because like, you know, they're obviously Nintendo does not want like any stories of like young girl gone missing, was chatting with you know, some random person on the Switch 2. The Switch 2.
While playing Mario
Are they
Kart
killing your
World.
children? Yeah, are they killing your children? You know, it's like Nintendo just would not like want that headline.
Well, it's also one thing too. Nintendo is also one of the first ones, let's say, with giving out parental controls and parental accounts.
Dude, the parental controls on the Switch are great. Like, I'm like, all right. Heck, I'm you. He's got such good aim. There we go. The little thorns. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, gosh, like, I cannot avoid him.
Well, with that, I am going to do my exit, and have a good day, everyone. Enjoy your stream,
You as
Brian,
well.
and game.
Oh, thanks, man.
Just
So-
don't make
Sloppy.
mess of things.
I appreciate you.
All right, Elbert.
The so everyone says appreciate the mate. We always kind of know what we need to do. It just kind of takes a month or so to actually get off the arse and get to wallow in kind of their own filth at first. I'd encourage nothing else. Make sure you brush your teeth, take showers, make your bed, like so that way you find that you're not, you know, you don't get stuck in that at some point. But I remember we got there's a layoff, you know, in 2008 or something like that, like with the whole chaos, and I was like, yeah, like I just kind of took a month and did nothing, you know, play video games and whatnot, and yeah, like that can be perfectly fine. Filth and family. Yeah. Anyway, say Lazarus says Ginger Prime Enchanted items versus Masterworks. Which one do you prefer? I like the Masterwork aspect. I like going that direction personally, and that's one of the things that's going to be interesting to see how they balance out, because I've seen comments, people talking about how they don't like the uniques don't feel, you know, epic enough, and I'm like, oh, interesting. Like, I get that, because the way that the commons were the way I rocked and rolled. But you can see here I have a mix. I have a mix right now of a little bit of like some enchanted. I think. Oh yeah, here it is. Like this one is what I've been putting in the power to with the gems, and I really like that. That's where I was like, I saw those other ones, and now if I go and exalt this thing. Like that's just going to be really good. One of the problems I run into is that like when I get a bunch of gear, I get like analysis paralysis. Like I'm like, oh, what should I add this? Oops, I don't know why I reeled in. Right, it's like, oh, is this and then I'm like, that's where they really need to add that lock feature. In an interview recently, Thomas talked about, you know, then I'm going to get that added, and I was like, great. Like being able to sit down and say, all right, this is the gear that at least I want to try out, and so when I go to sell, I don't accidentally sell the thing that I wanted. That would be really nice. Oh, another fishing rod. Before the breach update, in my opinion, ruined the game for me. I was invincible to all enemies, but every time I died in Crucible, I was losing the fall damage.
Yeah,
that's where I want to see
usually
my.
how
I
it
want to see
goes.
my own stats. Like I really want to see, like how many times have I died to this, or you know, just give me insane levels of like baseball annoying stats. It's like, all right, you know, you die more on Mondays than you do on any other day of the week. Oh, interesting. I don't know. I just find that stuff fascinating. All right, let's see here. So I got that one done. See here, I struggled with some baddies up in here earlier. Let's see, the Witch Unbound. That's one we'll see. All right, I just wanted to run up here and get this one done. Let's go back to the others. Trying to get a little bit more power so I can go into the sewers. They have not committed to a date to add all the classes, and I'll be interested in see if they add in all 40 classes when it's all said and done. Namely, because like I think what they'll probably add them in over time, but Combat 2.0 seems to be like the most logical component of when that update happens. And so timing wise, I'm anticipating late July for the multiplayer update, and they might add some of the combat stuff there too. And then I would say maybe late October, early November, when you start getting close to the Game Awards. So I could see some kind of marketing kind of with that. And they originally wanted to release the Breach at the last Game Awards, or at least drop the trailer and stuff like that. But obviously the Private Division sell-off and all of that really did delay some of their plans. But when you start kind of getting into those different kind of show seasons, sometimes it helps to really kind of get the game out and the message out to as many people as possible who be like, oh, I heard about that game, or oh man, you know, it's not in there. You know, if it's not in your feed, it's out of sight, out of mind. Make sure I didn't miss any Twitch chat. All right, let's continue.
See that?
Just seeing if those responded at all. They did not. Have I been across the way here? There we go. Have I tried the Cinder and Stone Hammer? Man, it bonks. No, I haven't. I haven't yet. That's the thing about the job system in and of itself that I think is going to be most interesting, is because like if let's say I don't know what stats Cinder and Stone Hammer require, but if it's not strength, then it's such a hassle to be like, okay, let me just you know, equip that and try it out. And so I'm hopeful that those changes just kind of make that much more enjoyable to kind of pick up and play the different weapons. And Noobish Nerd, thanks for hitting that subscribe button over here on YouTube. All right, let's see here. Oh, you stopped me in my tracks there. There it is. Follow it up, though. Follow it up. Always keep lasting. Are you by the edge? Oh, no! Oh. I guess, oh, yes. I was like, I thought I was going to knock over to the spikes. Like, you know, it was going to be so cool.
There we go. Angelic Destiny and Undead and Greenery have been updated. Oh, 2 decks that I'm really proud of so far.
Beautiful. I'm worried about the Savage Pair. Because it's like, I could, man, getting them would give me another I-core so that I could actually, like, unlock another ring slot. I mean, just even the Solace ring alone. I wouldn't take the feather ring because that shoulder charge is exclusive to being in heavy gear, which is just so good. All right, I'm nervously avoiding them because it's like I think the Savage Pair could easily end me. I'd have to really make sure I had some food ready to rock and roll. That's not bad food, so I do have that. I guess I could run away. We'll let chat decide if we. We'll see.
So the interesting thing about the Magic Online game, Brian.
Yeah.
They have done like a lot of the crossover cards. They've thrown in here, like Lord of the Rings one. They threw in here the Baldur's Gate one, which I don't really know if that one was like 3.
Yeah.
The D&D Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, Strixhaven, like they've thrown a couple of the crossover ones in here. One of the ones that they did not throw in here was the SpongeBob one.
Okay.
I'm not kidding, there was a SpongeBob crossover thing. Granted, a lot of it was just reflavoring, wasn't really original cards like what 14 and Lord of the Rings did.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite Lord of the Rings cards is Slip on the Ring. You slip on the one ring.
Yeah.
You banish the creature from your board until the next turn.
Interesting.
Which is really nice because you could use it as a crap. That card is going to get destroyed. Slip on the ring.
Oh gosh.
It's really cool. All right. You know what? Screw it. I'll play a couple of rounds with my updated Angelic Destiny.
I would have taken one out if yeah, I'll let him take out his own guy.
Yeah, I like
Like,
this
all right. There it is, Swamp Rises. All right, I'm wondering if I turn these in, if that gives me a level, and then maybe I'll go take out the Savage Pair. Hey, first time here and loving the game so far. Myself haven't stopped playing now. We just await more news for the combat patch and multiplayer news. Wonder what your thoughts are thus far. Dude, I'm loving the game. I haven't gotten into the new zones yet, which honestly, it's like, I loved the game before, still loving the game now. And it's just having a good old fun time. Like, that's what's, I like that they have the hardcore mode added. It's been really fun. It changes how I play, and yeah, I'm very excited for the kind of future of the combat and just more. But yeah, multiplayer for sure. I think that's going to be something real interesting, because especially because like I know a lot of people out there, they're like, oh man, I'm struggling with with this, that, the other thing, and it's like, well, maybe multiplayer will end up making a little bit more manageable for like, oh, if you're struggling, bring a friend, That's gonna be interesting because there will be friendly fire, and that just makes me excited because I really enjoyed Helldivers 2, and Helldivers 2 had friendly fire.
Helldivers 2 is a lot of fun when you don't have your jerkwad buddy shooting you for the lols.
Oh yeah, for sure. thanks guys for the 19 likes on the stream. Nah, did not ding me. Upgrade 2 weapons. Human bone. Oh, I can turn that in. Here it is, the level. Target prisoner. There's only one way to live up to legend. Prisoner. All right, let's see here. Got a little bit of health, a little stamina, and continuing up the strength. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's go. Let's see if the hardcore run ends here in just a minute. Thomas is a true engineer into the game, is why I say, because he has the passion for his job and he wants you to try something new and something more impactful. Full, not to mention something that hasn't been done. He was talking about that actually. Don't mind me 1 second, guys. Let me just. Thought it was interesting, and I was like, I'll put this in a video because he kind of goes into it. I'm like, oh man, I find myself agreeing a lot. Bookmarks. No. Where is it? Let me share my screen. Boom. Here. Is this? There we go. Perfect. Now it says, it's just always the same thing. Every new idea that tries to change the status quo is met with a massive wave of resistance because a lot of people just don't want change. It's always only after dismissing these concerns and doing it anyway that the naysayers turn around, and usually they end up saying they were wrong for it all along, because nobody ever wants to admit that they end up saying that they were wrong, but no one wants to admit that they were wrong. Interesting phrasing there. That's why I'm hesitant these days to listen to the vocal minority. If my gut tells me that we should do something, the vocal minority will always try to do less, shoot new ideas down, dismiss new ideas, and that will take a considerable amount of effort to execute upon. Always making the case that we shouldn't reinvent the wheel, or that it already exists and it's good enough. And this is very true. I see this a lot. You know, I've seen this throughout gaming. It's like you'll propose an idea, and instead of it's in a brainstorming session. I don't know if anybody's ever taken part in those brainstorming sessions. Like, it should be, you never want to shoot down an idea, because even a bad idea can lead you to the right idea. You know, it can really kind of help that. Welcome in 7, and I think there was another YouTube sub that came in. I do apologize, I missed the name, but thank you very much for that, and welcome in. And no, YouTube, now would not be a good time to run ads, so we won't. Thank you guys for your support. The members of the channel are keeping streams ad-free, so I appreciate all and any support. And no, YouTube, no ads midstream. So it's so annoying. Twitch, unfortunately, doesn't have the same perks. All right.
I have so many questions.
Oh, let me just stand on the fire for no good reason.
See that?
Oh, I should see if there's something I can start having them upgrade on the city, because I did gather quite a little bit of stuff. Is there some perk to disable fall damage? No point in try hardcore for me without it. I don't know. That would be something interesting. Like, that's a great idea. That's something we should bring up to Thomas. Like, be kind of a great perk to, you can fall from, higher heights or something like that, and they could add different tiers of that. Vale says I've died. Sorry, Vale. All right, let's see here. I got the smithy. Oh, I need to get some iron. So one more iron, and I can upgrade him one more. Let's see here. The Carolina's in. Taylor shop is upgraded. Danos, Gallows, general goods, enchantment shop, pantry. Let's go with the general goods. Get that going. Gordon's pantry. Almost. Just need a little bit of pine. Cool. I'm glad I checked. I was like, yeah, I hear that. I'm gonna try see if I can find that fruit pie bug. Somebody was saying. Camo Life says, "What's up, man? Just got back into the game myself. Haven't played since launch. Pretty much forgot everything. Been enjoying your videos covering the game. I hopefully will get some more guides out there for you guys. I just have not had the, you know, like, there's still so much I feel like I need to kind of discover, and I'd like to make sure that the information I provide is correct. But man, I get that. Like, it will hurt the guides, because it's like by the time they're out, the majority of us can be like, I already knew that, Brian. I get those comments from time to time too, and it cracks me up. I'm like, awesome. I'm glad that you already knew all of this, because then it's like that's like one comment out of like the 1,000 that's like, this was so helpful. Like, yeah, thanks. I'm glad that you guys enjoy. Tell your friends to play No Rest for the Wicked. Oh, crap. That's it. I knew it. Oh my goodness. Oh, he was waiting for me. He was waiting for me. And it wasn't that I just fell down to the ledge. It's that I fell off of that too. So it was the whole push. Oh my gosh. I love it. Let's give away a copy of the game, shall we? 8 hours. 8 hours. I made it. That feels really, like, honestly, as somebody with a lot of kids and not a lot of time, like, that actually feels really worth it. Okay, cool. We're gonna shift into we'll probably either continue on this character, or I'll go play my monk. Good morning, Bring Back Fluffy. Thanks so much for your support, dude. Fluff here is one of the guys who keeps the ads from annoying from annoying us all. All right, let's see here. Let me pull up the Nightbot. We're gonna give away a copy. Now the rules are simple. They're in the description. You'll see my Steam friend code. Steam doesn't let me just buy a key, which is kind of a bummer, because that's just so easy to hand you a key. But I can gift you. So if we'll have to be friends, and you have to be in a region that I can gift. So that is pretty much it. I'm gonna let me pull up Nightbot, NIGHT bot. Dashboard, giveaways, keyword. All right, the keyword we're gonna dead. Nah, maybe I don't want YouTube to get mad at me. LOL. There we go. All right. To enter into, and sorry to this Twitch guys, because Nightbot's only looking at the YouTube thing. Type LOL with the exclamation mark to be entered into the giveaway. To give it away here, this is the first copy. We'll have another copy we'll give away here later. To give away the copy of the game, we have to be friends on Steam, and so the friend code is in the description, and you have to be in a region that I can actually give the game to. So if Steam's like, sorry, I can't help you, and maybe we'll figure out a better system. Maybe we'll figure out a better system. All right, while we wait, let's see here. Hold Y to return to the main menu. There we go.
Oh, it's a black deck. No.
Let's see here.
No, Death Touch. No. Oh. Oh, it's Death Touch. No.
All right. Now it'll give me a little bit more risky. I'll have to make a new hardcore character. We'll go from there.
Why cut and slice when you can burn and freeze?
Everything is your price. Every man is a cost. Your beta.
Go.
Oh, I hate black decks. No, not that.
Where is my sacrament teleport? Forbidden Glades. Then you go there. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, it's zombies. Oh, that brat is back.
Dale says they died to the same guy before. Oh my goodness. All right. See if that guy's here too. Oh, there he is. At least it was a guy and it wasn't me falling because of my like, all right, I'm trying to balance on this thing. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah. A little bit more aggressive. Now it's like, let's go. Is that an edge? Who cares? I definitely need more of this. Jock TV, welcome in. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch. That's right. All right.
Yes.
All right. Probably up here. Oh, really? Like, maybe. I actually enjoy shields. There we go. Predator or prey down. I think they're much more powerful, but I like it. I like it. Became to the point where like, yeah, I wasn't using shields because it's like, yeah, I'm not taking damage, but I can't counter, you know. Oh, that makes sense. All right, let's see here, and then let's go knock out swamp. We'll port back, turn those in, and then we'll jump in to the sewers. Guys, just remember, use the exclamation mark LOL if you'd like to be entered into the game code giveaway.
Fuck.
Oh, the Steam gift code.
Shiest. Oh, I got poor hand draw on that one.
There we go, Flup with the LOL. Nice. I don't know if caps work. Let me just, I'll keep it up over here. So yeah, TJ and Bring are currently the people who are entered into the giveaway. It's like, we'll see if anybody else wants to join in. Otherwise, it's going to be your odds are really good. All right. I saw so many people. I was like, you guys got to show up on the live stream. Oh man, I really want to try this game. It's like, show up on the live, guys. We'll so when we get to 100,000 subscribers, we'll also do a Switch 2 giveaway. Probably when I get the silver play button, because that feels like it would be kind of a fun stream celebration, and then obviously giving away Switch 2. At the current rate, you guys are incredible. Over 1,000 people have subscribed in the last 28 days. So it's like, that would be, you know, obviously next year, but who knows? Maybe I don't think the hype window for the game will continue like it has, but I think obviously if they were able to put out updates faster, maybe that's something we get some more accelerant on and we get that done this year. But I'm thinking I'll probably come up with something for 90. So because we're at like coming up on 83 is the next one, but it's like maybe we'll do 90 and I'll do like $100 for Amazon or a gift card or something like that. So just as a thank you guys, and then we'll go from there. All right. Yes. Oh, if you're over on Twitch, I do apologize. Hop over to the YouTube live, type that command in. Twitch, the Nightbot does not read the both chats. Like we stream on Twitch, but the Nightbot giveaway is only looking at the YouTube chat.
6. That's 10 damage.
All right. Let's see here. At a minute, we'll be doing another giveaway, and you guys will stay in. We got 6 entries. When we get to 10 entries, and because again, like I want enough that if for some reason somebody isn't able to, I'm not, the Steam says I can't give them a code or something like that, that we have plenty of people to kind of back up roll on.
Come on. We die together then.
Did your first hardcore dude die? Yes, he just did, Jonas. If you rewind like a couple of minutes from just now, you'll see how. It just made it 8 hours, which feels pretty significant consider all things considered, because 8 hours is a lot of game time for me. 8 hours, like if there's any dads in the chat, like 8 hours of video games, like that's a month. I've been playing that character since the update rolled out. We're up to 8 entries over on the YouTube side. When we get to 10, we'll do. I'll roll the first key. Well, the first winner. I wish, man, if Twitch gave me, if Steam gave me the ability just to buy the key, that'd be just so easy. It's like, oh, here you go.
Probably have to get in contact with the devs in order to do that.
I was wondering if it was like, hey, can I just like give you $500 and you just give me, $500 worth of keys and we'll just use those until they're gone. I might, I guess, just I'll reach out, because like I feel like, oh man, because I don't know if the keys are region. Obviously they're not region based, because like I was given by the devs a couple of keys when the patch went live, which was exciting. And nobody had an issue claiming them, so. Data 2 here, gaming is a slow burn. Dude, it's like, I always just say, I just chip away at things. Like, oh, I have a big goal in a video game. It's like, yeah, like, I'm glad that you got it done in 10 minutes. Like, it took me a month. I'm glad that it took you a month. Like, great. That was 6 months of. Now I tell you, it's been game, like, as somebody who was really big into MMOs and still really loves MMOs, it just like, I think that's just kind of a time of life thing. It's like the ability to pause a game is really nice. The ability that I can go like set this down and outside my heart. That's why I was like, one of the reasons why I'm not playing hardcore, because like numerous times when I'm downstairs playing this on the handheld, somebody needs me, and it's like, oh, that's gonna, I'll set the thing down, and if I die, I die. No big deal. But it's just like, yeah, the ability to pause this game. Same thing with like Expedition 33. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna hit, pause, and I'll be right back.
How far did you get in 33?
I finished Act 1.
Okay. So I'm up to the water cliffs.
Okay. Oh, the floating waters or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, such a beautiful area.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely. I haven't. Oh no. You mean the one with the coral? I'm past that.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a little bit later there.
Okay.
And I guess Act 2 then.
Okay, yeah. I just got to Act 2. I'm gonna continue that playthrough later. Because I'm just like, yep. I created a character in Oblivion. and then Expedition came out. Played a little of that, absolutely loved it, and then I was like, oh yeah, and then No Rest. So it's like No Rest is gonna be what pretty much dominates my game time for the next month at a minimum, maybe more. I like to get a couple of builds, you know. So I've got a strength build. Here's a dex build. You know, just a couple options, you know, for people out there. I should probably be game capturing it because this is some badass gameplay. Dude, it stings, but it's so satisfying, Jonas. Like, it's like when you beat a hard boss. Like, it's like, oh yeah, like, there's an effort that goes into it. Yeah, it sucks, but it's like, I don't know. There's a sense of pride that I'm like, I made it 8 hours. Like, I didn't know how long I was gonna make it, and yet I did better than I guess I expected. And now the goal or the game would be is, can I survive longer than I did last time and build on that? Yeah, I think that's gonna be fun. Oh my gosh. Woo! That would have been brutal. I didn't know there wasn't a wall there. Oh goodness gracious. TJ says, as a dad, I get maybe 2 hours a week to game. Yeah, that's pretty freaking accurate, man. That's why, again, like I know there's people aren't all into cloud gaming as an option because they're like, oh no, it's like you don't. I was like, no, like for me it's great because I just like fire it up, play it on my handheld. The battery lasts forever, so I can sit down for 2 hours and it's not like the system's like, oh my gosh, it doesn't get overheated. It's very enjoyable, and then yeah, it's like cool. Works on all my devices. Gives me more opportunity to play than I think. Like, I'm trying to think, like, well, I wonder what my game time average actually is, because I would say mine is definitely more than 2 hours. But in terms of stream, yeah, because obviously, like a stream, I'll do 3 or 4, but that's like once a week, and then I do play. Like, I probably get about 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours a week with like, you know, more handheld gaming.
Oh, come.
Hey, what's up, D? Down. Just a reminder, we're doing a giveaway right now. We've got 8 entries. When we get to 10, we will be giving away a copy of this game on Steam. I'll be doing a gift, which means you need to be on my friends list, and the Steam code is in the description. And you also need to, unfortunately, be in a region that Steam will let me gift to. And the only way we'll find that out is if we try. Because I tried to test it out, and I was like, oh, it's like I can't. It won't let me give a game copy to every region. Dell has the game. Amazing, absolutely, dude. So we have 2 copies to give away. Hopefully we can at least accomplish the first one here in a little bit. You sent me. I thought we were already friends on Steam. What? Steam. Friends in chat. Got a couple of friend requests. We'll just accept them and see, and then you just got to let me know what your Steam name is. All right. Okay. That guy killed me. I gotta get my revenge. We'll see. See, I thought there was a wall. Okay, definitely not a wall. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh no. Oh, come on. There it is. Feels better.
We die together. Down.
Ooh. Being able to stack up to 99 is so nice.
Help me. Should have never come down here. Never listen to Tarek. You gotta believe me. I didn't throw in with the risen to burn down sacrament. Get over here.
I don't remember some guy talking to me, but... Oh, is he like all tied up?
Help me.
Boom. All right, seller key. Hey, what's up, Phantom? Currently, we are looking for 2 more entries. So if anybody, there's 2 more out here who are don't have the game and want to win a gifted copy. Type in !LOL because my hardcore character died, and we will do the first game giveaway. Let's see here. Yeah.
Hello? It's me? Don't you recognize me? Wait!
All right, we got 11. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna fight these guys. What happened?
So, my current deck is an angel deck, and
Okay.
every time I heal, I have a paladin that gets a +1/+1 to its attack and defense every time I heal.
Yeah.
And I also have a card that every time I get an angel, there's a stacking +1 buff depending on upon how many angels I have on the field at a time, thanks to this one card.
Yeah.
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 angels. So I just put 6 counters on this one angel, and it also summoned 2 other little things alongside itself too.
All right, let's see here. All right, we got 12. Okay, so just to reiterate the rules, because of how Steam works, it will be a gifted copy. My Steam friend code is in the description of this video. Feel free to send me a friend request. You can pre-game that if you want, like it's no big deal. And then if you're unable, if I'm unable to gift you the copy because of some kind of region or Steam logical rule, we're gonna re-roll until we get a winner. But now that we got it, let's see who it is. Shock TV, you're my winner. Shock, all I need you to do is tell me what your Steam friend name is. Steam friends. Oh, we got 2 more friend requests. I'm assuming it's Shock who just, but I want to get them to confirm that they're here.
Oh, I missed that one. Oh well. Oh, I have a lot of HP. Holy crap.
Oh, it's just Shock. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right. Ooh. A little nasty cough there. Let us gift Shock his copy. And add to cart. Oh, it's already in cart. Continue with gift options. I was like, this is me pre-gaming it a while back. Shock. You already own the game, Shock. Is that it? Like, confirm that's true, because Steam says you already own the game, so it won't let me gift it to you. If he confirms that he already owns the game, we'll re-roll and we'll see who else gets it. Oh, you wanted it for a friend. If your friend can shoot me, if they can friend me and you can tell me who they are, can I? Yeah, it says search my friend's name, so it's not like I can go from there. Is your friend able right now to friend me? If not, dude, like what we could end up doing, it's like I'll re-roll because I want somebody to be able to take this, but we do have another key giveaway, and maybe we'll just straight up give it to your friend regardless.
I feel like it should be for the person, not a friend.
I'm fine with that, but they have to like if I had keys, like it would be like, here's your key, right? So that's actually one of the things I think based off of just this stream, I'm gonna see if they can do that. Like, can I? Because like the whole point of the giveaway is to actually support the devs and get the game into more hands. So it's like, well, yeah, I can afford, you know, what is it, like $30-$40, you know, once a week. Okay, like the YouTube does well enough that's viable. We're doing too because we got a gifted a super thanks so as well. So let me go and re-roll. But yeah, Shock, maybe we can see if we can help your friend out, because I'd love to get more people into this game. Re-rolling Bruto. Bruto, go ahead.
Talk to you later, Brian. I'm getting called to go play some Magic with a buddy.
Ooh, have fun, sir. Have fun and have a great day at work.
Will do. Have a good one.
All right, Bruto. Need to know what your friend, like if we've been friends or if you friended me. Let's just see if there's. I'm wondering how much Bruto. Yeah, there's not a Bruto on my friends list yet. Let's see. Give him the option. It's like that's the challenge, because if it was a key, it'd be like, you get a key, you get a key, easy breezy. We'll give Bruto some time to respond. And Bruto, you got 2 minutes to say something in chat, so I know you're still here. Otherwise, I'll have to re-roll again. All right, spruce split. There it is. There we go. Ooh. All right. Brutus says, LOL, I'm in the same boat. One to gift it to my brother-in-law. If you want to gift it to a friend, I've got no issue, but we're going to have them friend me. So it's like, I'll have to say that. If I can't get keys to give away for future streams, I'm going to have to be like, yo, all right. If he's gifted to a brother-in-law, I'll make sure that he can confirm that his brother-in-law is not in the stream or has the ability to friend me at the moment. It's the only downside. Like if you're already on the friends list, like that's easy. Oh, good lord. Brutal. Okay. We'll try again. All right. Sorry, Bruto. Congrats. I wish there was something I could do for the winners who can't claim. All right, let's re-roll. Anders Burger Ringer. I love the name so much. Congratulations. Sound off in chat so I know you're here, and then let me know what your Steam friend name is so I can make sure I get it out to the right person, and hopefully you're in a region that will allow me gift. Oh my, yeah. Oh, a medium experience potion. How nice. All right, Burger Ringer, you got 2 minutes to sound off in the chat so I know you're here. Otherwise, we will have to re-roll. No. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep playing because it's like, all right. Oh, good. Yes. As before, it's for a friend. Is your friend online in a way that he can friend me? It's like, I'm gonna need y'all to like send out my friend code to your friends because this isn't gonna be the only giveaways that we do here. So you just, in case we can't get keys in the future, it's like, guys, take the friend code, spread it around. Let's get some of these friends on some codes. We'll confirm. We'll make sure that Burger Ringer confirms that their friend is not able to friend me right now, and we'll re-roll. That's why it's like I wanted at least 10. That's 3 re-rolls now, so we'll see if we go through the list. The one person who's like, "This is for me. I can claim it." It's just like chomping at the bit. And I forget where I'm supposed to go. Just popped an experience potion and have not run into a single enemy since. Shock says, by the way, do you plan to play that Wild Gate as Playtest is live? I haven't heard of Wild Gate. I was gonna see if I can get some time with the Dune Awakening beta. I've got that installed. And I got a key for that, so I was like, where do I go? It's been a while since, like, I had this whole, you know, oh, there we go. Oh. All right. Jump down here. And Burger Ringer, just one way or the other. If you can get your friend here, that's we'll gift it to him for sure. Just confirm one way or the other. There we go. Can I punch this guy? There we go. Yeah, I expected that you get it in inventory, by the way, but when he says it's not working like that, whatever. Yeah, he's here. So he just sent him your friend. Oh, dude, thanks. Awesome. Woo. Where'd my Steam thing go? I had it up. There it is. Yeah. All right. We'll see if that friend code comes in. We'll give him plenty of time. Like I want to get this game into people's hands. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know if it automatically pops up that I get a friend request, but we will see. Awesome. Let me keep me in the loop, Burger. And we will. And if you guys, if new people are coming in and want to be entered in, the command is !LOL. Oh yeah, I should probably let's get some stats going, boys. Put me to 30. Oh, something popped in. His name should be Sherlock. Okay. I have a Brutus. Just search. See if I have a Sherlock. I don't have a Sherlock yet. Let me know if it's Brutus. Oh my goodness. Oh, it takes me all the way back here. It just... All right. Back here before I drown. Oh, got another one. Sherlock, yes. All right, now hopefully that's one hurdle down. Let's see if Steam, let's please be in a region that I can gift to. Please, 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 please. All right, Sherlock. Deliver to Sherlock, continue to payment. Yes. I agree to the terms. PayPal. Boom. All right. Let me know when he gets that. It did not seem to have a problem. Yeah. So if for a friend, guys, get your friends online in gear. We gotta make sure we pregame this. Huh. Okay. Yeah, when you can burger, confirm that he did in fact get that. Oh, okay. So if your friend's still contemplating and they want to try to add me on Steam, maybe you'll win with the command LOL. Go. All right. Excellent. Yes, awesome. We've got a confirmed gifted copy of No Rest. Yes. Awesome, awesome. We will be giving away another copy because the community made that happen. Woo, woo. And then if you guys want to enter, command LOL, exclamation mark LOL. And if it's for a friend, have your friend friend me. Do it now. All right, sweet. We will be giving away our other copy later in the stream. All right, and then if you've already won, so that was going to go to the burger winner. If you've already entered in, you're still good, so we're good there. Yeah, sure. Shock. Achievement unlocked. That's right. All right, now the cool. Yeah, let me just pause that. Oh yeah. Oh, I already pulled that. Came up here, so I guess I need it down here. Can I break this open? Or I just open it? I missed my Hadouken. Lunderseeker. I need to get that illuminate spell. That'll be nice to play around with. Your inventory is full. There we go. Chad's asking, what's my take on Thomas's idea of classes as somebody who loves Final Fantasy Tactics? Like, I'm all in for it. And I think it's going to end up being something that will, I think, overall benefit the game and its flow, especially if it's like engineered and designed in a really good way, which based off everything I've seen from the team at Moon, like, it would surprise me if it isn't, so they've been talking about this for a while. This isn't something like you woke up, yesterday and was like, you know what? I think we should do this. It's like, this has been something they've talked about for quite a while, and it's gonna be fun to see as it gets implemented. I don't think all 40 classes, I mean, maybe they are, like, maybe that's all just set up for the 2.0 combat update, which will be later this year or maybe early next. Yeah, I'm personally really excited because it's like one of the things, like earlier in chat somebody asked me, hey, have you tried this weapon? And it's like, well, I mean, if that weapon does not fit the stat allocation, then no. Like, yeah, I know I can try how it plays, but I'm not going to get the full benefit of it. And I tend to also be, and this is where it's like, I tend to avoid split stats. Not that those weapons can't be overpowered, but in terms of leveling, it's going to be, once I unlock, the ability to respec, it just ends up being an extra hassle. So I've found that it's just easier for me to create a new character that is teed up and focused in kind of like one area and kind of playing around with the weapons within that kind of frame. So with the fact that it would replace the stat allocation, that would give you that more like, well, your stats are going to be based off of like the weapon or the class that you have. And I like to call them jobs because it's just fun. But Tactics is such a great game. Oh, good lord. There it is. They get into those fury swipes, and it's like you're just kind of at their mercy. I know, I'm coming for you, buddy. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I think with anything though, like change will always kind of be met first with frustration or concern. It's like, especially because it's like I saw somebody who was like, "What? They're gonna make this a turn-based game?" And it's like, no, no. So, like, yeah. Oh, and there's a whisper. It's so close to the next one. Hey! 1 second. Bayonne Joe want to support and port you in this amazing game. Thank you for that, dude. Absolutely wonderful, and thank you very much, man. Boom, baby. 1 second. Doo-doo-doo. It's supposed the system's supposed to talk when you hear at that level, and it did not. Let me see why. Overlays, YouTube alerts. All right, alert box. Super chat. Oh, the. Yes. Is that all it was? Is that all it was? The fact that I put it at $5 and not $4.99, that's a $5 super, like, all right, 1 second. Can
What's
I
going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, Val? How you been, bud?
I just literally woke up.
I tried to gift you a copy, but that's where like it of this game because it's on your wish list. But it's Steam said that you're not in my like the right region, so it won't let me cross region gift. I'm like, dadgummit. That you were my test case because I was like, all right, I'm gonna do some giveaways. Like, okay, I can't. It won't let me buy Steam keys. How do we get this rocking and rolling? And I'm sorry, I Bayonet, but I'd like it's supposed to read your chat at that level. We will. I adjusted it because I had it set at 5, thinking that was what that was, and comes at $4.99. We'll see if hopefully that gets corrected. But I like to have some little fun. There we go. There we go. Well, good morning to you, even though I think it's, what, your afternoon? At the I don't remember how many hours ahead of me you are.
It is 12. It must be very early or very late for
It's
you.
very early. It is, right now, I've been streaming since 4:30, so it's 6:12. And we're giving away a copy of the game. Guys, if you're interested, you can always use the exclamation point LOL. I'll probably change it after the next for the next giveaway. But my hardcore character bit the dust after 8 hours, which was satisfying and at the same time expected. What's going on, Adrian?
Sale.
How can I donate a copy of the game? Joe says you can go summon it on your friends list and gift them a copy. Now, if you wanted to support this stream, if we have a I put a goal of 10 super chats, which you just did one. I'll give away another copy of the game, and if for some reason we can't gift out the copy, I'll open it up to the. We'll try to do. We're gonna find a way to make it happen, but No, support it. The best way, then the free way, is hitting the like button, watching the vids, because the revenue that the channel generates, like that's what I'm going to use to try and support the devs by buying as many copies as I can. And then I think based off of this experience where it's like it is just difficult to gift out a copy, I think I'm going to see if the devs will be like, do you take a check? Like, it's like, what's up?
You can also probably use CD keys.
CD keys? Is that a legit site?
Yeah.
Do they sell? Do you mind going and checking and seeing if CD keys sells actual keys of the game?
I think it's at stock right now, but
yeah.
Take 4% off and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I
this.
did some Googling and I was like, what's legit sites? Because I don't want to be like, oh, this is a bad copy, and
It's just Steam codes. Literally that. It's just Steam codes. Some of them are worldwide. I'm not sure if they region lock their keys. That's why they're doing it.
The keys that have been provided me in the past have worked just fine. So it's just like no region locking, which.
For example, I'm looking at like Claire Obscura Expedition 33% off. Oblivion Remaster, 24% off.
Well, also both of these games coming in at $50, making the AAA industry look like a bunch of. It's like, yeah. Oh, you're raising the price to 80. Hold my beer.
Well, I'm in the UK. It's more expensive. But
yeah.
For example, most games for me now, it's like if I want to buy anything on a sale, it's like, well, here's a sale. It's £50, and I'm like, that's not a sale.
Calamity weighs in, just jumping in. He says there's no key site that actually supports the devs. The whole point is to support the devs in this regard. Yeah. So it's not about like, but it's just the inconvenience of not being able to buy it. Like, just give me the key. Like I would have just bought like a couple $100 worth of keys, had them like on a list, and it's like, let's just keep going down the list.
Surprised they don't do their own keys on their own store.
They gave me 3 keys. So on when the breach went live. Oh. When the breach went live, I was able to give I was like that, and it was so easy. It was like, oh yeah, so easy, barely an inconvenience. And it's like, here we are, like, oh, it's for a friend. It's like, I have no problem with that. Just have your friend me, and then tell me what their friend code is, and or their friend name is, and we'll go that way. I think that's a kind of our workaround. But there is still the problem, because I tried to gift you a coffee, as I was like, well, let me just test this out, make sure that I know all the ins and outs, and it's like, no, you can't. I was like, take my money, please.
I'm looking at Destiny 2 Europe, the European Prophecy Ultimate Edition right now, and it's £67.99, and it's 20% off. And I'm like, what? That can't be 20% off.
Yeah.
It's like, the price is £85 effectively.
So I do think for the system, because and I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name, Achindra says, I see what I really like about the current system is how simple and flexible it is, but still can be improved by maybe put respec early on in Sakura, maybe give optional tutorial and free weapons. Like, the respec thing is a really good point, but what we end up seeing is, like, if you make it so easy to respec, like, it is like, I believe that respec should have some kind of cost. Otherwise, when you put in your points, there isn't an impact. But clearly, that cost, what we're seeing, is having an impact, and I think the telemetry shows it. So, like, the thing I always try to remember is not, people don't game or think like I do, and it's like, okay, yeah, there's going to be. Oh, this is a.
Actually, I've done this a few times. Like, it is nice just being able to do it at any point, really.
Well,
like,
if you make it where it's like, because it's like the fear I think, and then I get that is like justified, because change, they haven't shown the system yet, so just because they're talking about it, our imagination is going to run wild. But I think that the system in and of itself will feel very flexible. We're going to feel like it's got a lot to offer. And that's heavily due to the fact that, like, okay, you got a lot of classes, you still get things to, because like he talked about, like, job points, we'll just use that for, and then you put those into the things that you want, and so that just because you're this class, doesn't mean that you're like that's the one thing like with Final Fantasy 14. It's like every white mage is like every other white mage. It's a curated role. But then you go look at things like the blue mage or the coming beastmaster, what they call limited jobs. It's like those are freedom roles. Like you can just go in any direction that you want, and you can make bad decisions, and that's perfectly fine. So hopefully that doesn't completely go away, but it's gonna be interesting to see one way or the other.
Is Beastmaster still not out on that game?
No. Beast, like when they announced it, it's like, yeah, that will be coming in towards the end of the current expansion's life cycle.
I just don't understand that. I don't understand, like, why are you advertising something that's going to be at the end?
Well, especially because a lot of people see limited jobs and get mad, and then they see Beastmaster, and that's the thing they've hoped for, you know, in this game for so long. So it's like, there is a level of like, oh, good lord, this guy sucks.
They really need to improve those matches, I feel.
Well, I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to react to over on the MMO channel, you know, here in the next week or two. And one is like the Final Fantasy has 2 problems, and it's like, it's just interesting. So it's by Sync Weaver, who, like, I like Sync. He's a great guy. So I was going to, let his video have, because it came out, like, somebody just literally sent it to me, and I was like, oh, it's been out for 2 days. I'll wait, you know, so that way I'm like, I don't want to step on his video. We're good.
So I haven't played the game since End of Endwalker, like last patch, the minute the story ends of Endwalker. I tried the patch of the game and I turned it off afterwards because it was boring. It's like, I haven't played it in like 2 years. And I beta tested it and I was just like, no, done.
Yeah. From beta to the, for me, I finished Endwalker and I was like, okay.
Because I know you were doing a weight loss challenge. What, did you succeed?
Yeah, well, no, I haven't hit the goal yet. Like, I've lost maybe 10 pounds in the last year. So it's like, I've slowed down, you know, so I'm down like 85 total, but I'm like, all right, like, arg, did not make it in time. But I still have, obviously, like, I want to get below 210, so I'm like 240, something like around that mark, so I still got a little bit to go. Yeah, and so it's like I'm hoping that with this, like, cause like I haven't been gaming much, haven't been streaming much, haven't been doing, you know, haven't been doing much. I'm hoping that with the got it. I'm hoping that with the summer, once we kind of get the kids, like I'm not because like I stream at like the reason there's 2 reasons for this time. Saturday, as someone says, you've been streaming since 4 a.m. You're crazy.
Bayon Joe super chatted $4.99. If this game creates its own genre, it will become my favorite genre. It blends everything I love about Poe and Dark Souls and adds so much to it.
Oh, agreed, dude. And thank you so much for that super chat, man. Dropping another super chat on the stream. I really, really appreciate that. And then yes, we've tested out the text to speech, so that's good. The holy freaking crap. Bradley, no message.
Bradley Garrity super chatted $49.99.
Goodness gracious. Man, thank you so much for that, guys. We might do a third giveaway regardless if you all hit the goal there. And who knows, we might at this point, like it's safe to say that we can definitely do 2 game key giveaways every Saturday. But yeah, so the gym right now is not open. So like if the gym was open, my goal would be to go to the gym, but I don't have that option. So I do a little bit of a workout before the live stream. So I get up, do a little bit of a workout. It kind of helps me wake up a little bit more. So then like around 4:30 we start the stream, and then we go until you know, kids, wife, family needs me. We got a t-ball game today. I'm the t-ball coach, but so at a minimum we got an hour, you know.
What is t-ball? I have no idea what
it's baseball for little kids. So it's like and it's semi, like it's called advanced t-ball, so it's like I kind of toss to the kids so they can kind of get practice hitting off of you know, somebody, and oh no, I thought I was going to be gone to that explosion. No! Eat.
I am trying out Final Fantasy 1.
Which one?
Number 1.
Oh, like the original on what platform? The Pixel?
Yeah, the Pixel.
Oh, good choice. Have a good day. Gotta head out for work while progress invoices. Yay me. Thanks, Bradley, for popping in. Thanks for the support, and then good luck in processing invoices. Always a thing.
It's very Pokemon-y, it feels almost like the hardest thing is knowing where to go, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's just the nature of like the old school games. That's one of the things. Is like, yeah, there is a lot of hand-holding in modern games, and so I said it on the podcast yesterday, which I'm thinking about rebranding the podcast. So just kind of a heads up, guys. Like I'm thinking about just kind of, because it's migrated more away from just like Final Fantasy stuff to being just like, yeah, let's talk about what's going on in gaming. So I've got a name, and I actually was able to get the YouTube handle. I just haven't changed the channel stuff for it yet. So that, that probably is going to happen sometime after the summer. We'll figure out a natural way to kind of reintroduce that. But anyway, yeah, I was talking about it. It's like stepping into Oblivion. Like you feel like, man, like the quality of games, like not that it applies to every game, but you feel the immediate like increase in quality. All right.
Like it has gone down, I feel, but
I was hoping I could hit him. Go ahead.
For me, it's like I've started labeling my games like what to, like in a ranking thing, right? And it's like most games 5 and 6s, and then I'll check like what people are like labeling them, and it's like 8s, and I'm like, not everything can be an 8.
I think some of that just ends up being like kind of a path of least resistance, where like it's people like IGN is like, oh, notorious for dropping a 7. It's like interesting, like. And so it's when they don't drop a 7 that it's like, oh, now I'm paying attention, because it's like they've rated these games higher, and then the game shuts. Like, what was it? What did they give Concord? Like, and then you're like, oh, like that did not last long. People who have the ability to work out just first thing in the morning aren't human. It's probably true, dude. Like, have you seen the spots on the ginger on my skin? Like. Not having a soul has its benefits,
They gave Concord a 64.
So gave it a 6. Eurogamer did. What did IGN give it?
Eurogamer was PC Gamer 45. IGN gave it a 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that is what I expect from IGN. They're like, oh.
Like it's like 60 to 70 is where it is, so it's 64 is average.
Boom, baby.
But yeah, but it's like a lot of the big games I see which are being praised, Oblivion, even Baldur's Gate 3, that type of stuff. All of this stuff we had 15 years ago. Like it's not new.
Well, I think Baldur's Gate 3 though is pretty exceptional in terms of just like what they did, because
it's Divinity mixed with Dragon Age Origins. That's literally it. It's not anything new. It's not like amazingly new. It's not far out there. I think it's amazing if you've never played a game like it, or you've been waiting for an RPG in what is basically like a CRPG in what is effectively a dead landscape, comparing to what BioWare give.
That, and you have Metaphor coming in also with its like turn-based combat. Like there's Metaphor's great. Metaphor's great. No, I haven't finished it. Yeah, like
from what I've seen of a lot of JRPGs, I just don't classify them as RPGs. Like, a lot of these are like Final Fantasy 1. I wouldn't call it an RPG. There's no story. Like a visual novel is more of an RPG.
Yeah.
This is because it has more. RPG for me is narrative. And it's more party-based combat systems and like actual tactical systems, not turn-based, that type of thing. So I need to check it. Honestly, live action or real-time action, that type of thing. I wouldn't even
Got him.
Like,
woo!
Genres have merged over the years.
Yeah.
Like just got household genres. Like I remember when Diablo came out when I was really young, like Diablo 2, that type of stuff, and that was called a dungeon crawler. It wasn't called an RPG, and then Blizzard labeled it action RPG.
Well, same thing like with Destiny. Like it was like, oh, we're and it's like, oh, we're an MMO. Like it's like, okay. Yeah.
Okay. It's like having like you're about as much of an MMO as Call of Duty is.
Yeah, Free Frack over on Twitch says Baldur's Gate 3 was an anomaly, which is a shame, but it shows the shift in the industry in many ways and how it's changing over the years. BG3 reminded me a lot of the passion and dedication we used to see from devs publishers. That's exactly the point that I was making, especially with when you step into Oblivion. You're like, wow, it feels like we've lost something over 10 years, or in this case 20, and it's like we had this 20 years ago. It looks better, yay, but it's the gameplay and the whole thing. Like this game, it's the gameplay. Is it fun to play? 100,000%, yes. Gameplay. Oh, then you layer on that it's got a really great story. It does. It's like, okay, great. Like you already had me at gameplay, because that's why. I mean, in my opinion, if I wanted to watch a movie, I got Netflix. It's like, yeah.
And it's not that I don't like Baldur's Gate 3. I have almost 900 hours in it. You know?
Yeah.
It's just the fact that because I have 900 hours on it, it's probably not special to me anymore. And I can just say, well, it's like this game we had 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's nicer looking. And I'm going to be honest, if you probably slapped a new paint remastered Dragon Age Origins and like they've done with Oblivion, I would probably just prefer Dragon Age Origins. But that Baldur's Gate 3 is also quite a small game.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably complete the thing in less than a day. But that's also because I know where everything is and everything like that. It's just it's a discovered game for me, effectively. Like it's just a discovered game for me. It's not going to take me like a week to complete anymore.
If not at full focus, interesting. Gain 3% health once per rune attack. Well, that's actually a pretty interesting helmet. I'm gonna put that in a little chest over here in a second. Do honor mode in a day? No way. What? GM speedrunner? I don't. What? I'm sorry. I missed something in chat.
Good to see you back.
Okay, let's go ahead and sell some stuff. I'm gonna keep that.
I'm literally just looking at achievements, and it's like only 4.9% of people defeat Gortash, which is in Act 3, which means you've got upwards of 90% drop off before Act 3 even happens. You know, this is like...
Yeah.
And that's just by not activating any traps. It's like just ways of doing things. Like people really aren't engaging with the game more than they are on like a once playthrough. Like become Baal's ultimate weapon, become his slayer. 7.1% of people. You know, and that's like a major part of the story if you're doing a Dark Urge playthrough.
Ooh, look at all that. No, you were saying I just got a bunch of other gear that I'm gonna go sell. He said he can go do Baldur's Gate 3 all day. Thank you very much, Calamity. Missed that.
Yeah, I do honor mode at this point. I try and see how far I can get.
What's honor mode?
And it's permadeath, effectively.
Oh,
like
okay.
It's a different set of rules. Bosses are harder. AI is more intelligent. That type of thing. And I just kill myself like all the time just because I try and do things like experiment a bit, and it just leads to me just getting absolutely.
Oh, I should probably cook some food. Yeah. Okay. Calamity says, ask him if he can do honor mode all day.
I could probably do honor mode for about 3-4 hours, and before I end up blowing myself up. I think the fastest I've gotten to honor mode is probably Act 2 up until Merkel.
Yeah.
And then because Merkel's combat rotation is really hard, I haven't probably optimized my companions properly, and then I just get absolutely raked over the coals.
Did you guys do a podcast on Borderlands 4? Not yet, but that's a really great topic, GT. I wasn't interested, like, Borderlands 3, I was like, I don't know. Like, I was like, I'll skip that one. That one frustrated me. Borderlands 2 was phenomenal. And then I actually haven't seen the Borderlands 4 stuff. I was just like, yesterday we talked about Gears coming to PlayStation 5. We talked about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. with the Thunderbolts release in a spoiler-free way. And then what else? It's like we talked about a lot of things. Nintendo came up quite a bit. Avowed and Game Pass, you know.
Is Avowed any good?
According to Taylor, who was one of the guests, one of my friends that came on the show, he's kind of like me. He's like, you know, dad got kids. He's like, he sits down. So he beat it over spring break, and that was like the last kind of game he beat. And he's like, yeah, he had a lot of fun with it. Like, you know, it's like the internet tells me I need to hate this game and be mad at it, but it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of, you know, I'm having fun.
Maybe it's just because I've been busy, but I probably detoxed myself from a lot of it just because I've been doing other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I've not got a lot of like background knowledge on what games are like these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see a game and I'm like, that looks fine. But no, it's like I don't get hating the games at this point. It's like just don't buy it. I'm a boomer at this point. I'm just like I just don't buy it.
Yeah, it's just easy to be like, all right, cool. Y'all have fun. So that one.
I mean, probably the only reason I buy Game Pass is to probably check it out, and then I probably cancel my sub afterwards.
Let's see here. General goods. You can contribute those. There we go. That.
But I've got to this stage where it's like I need to I'm on a 2070 Super. I need to upgrade my GPU, and I just don't see the reason. Like, there's nothing for me to upgrade it for. If I want to play like a modern title, I'll just probably maybe use a cloud streaming service.
Yeah.
And I've kind of moved away from GeForce now.
Obsidian is like BioWare, not what it used to be. I get that feeling.
I don't think Obsidian's ever been like BioWare. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the problem with Obsidian is they never kind of got their formula. Like, they were constantly changing how they made games. And then you had Pillars of Eternity, and then Pillars was actually probably, I think, their best games.
I think the difference maker is obviously where gamers are gonna fall into different categories, because it's like if you get the opportunity to play more games, you have more time to game. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna try this. I like this, but it's like, if you, for Taylor, I know specifically, is like, yeah, like, you know, he picks a game, he just plays it, and then he's like, did I have fun? Yes or no? And it's like, it's like, all right.
Yeah, it's easy to be correct. For me, it was like with Obsidian, it's like, I think Obsidian has always been under BioWare's shadow. Like, and they were always trying to cling out from that. And they never really managed to do it, which is a shame. And because of that, they lose talent over time. People change, you know, it's the same way.
That's
like,
the thing. People who, like, oh, this studio, it's like, you know, the people who made the studio, like, what it is, they move on, you know, it's like, okay.
It's like what we lost these past 20 years, it's the devs. Like, the fact is a lot of the veteran devs who made the games we love, like Mike Laidlaw for Dragon Age and BioWare, he's gone, he's moved on. He's doing another game, but it's for a studio nobody's ever heard of. And so it's like, have a lot of the devs like that we actually really like just gone to work for like really indie companies. And because of that, nobody sees their content.
Take your pick.
And it's like, the game he's making kind of reminds me of Inquisition a lot, like Dragon Age Inquisition, which is, honestly, it looks like a fun time.
Oh, that's perfectly fine, Clarity. That's the thing that's great about gaming. It's like, what do you like? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Like, I'm all right. I never am bothered by how somebody chooses to spend their money. It's like, or their time. It's like, it's your choice.
It does kind of remind me of the old comic book days. It's like, who could kill who, Thor, Hulk, and then everybody would argue between two.
See, like, I think I would have played Avowed if I had a lot of game time. Like, if I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna play it, and then because I'm not qualified to review Avowed, because I haven't even touched the game, and I don't intend to touch the game, because when reviews and games like that come out, like, I'm like, all right, I don't have the luxury of spending a lot of time in what I would classify as generally a mid game. Like, when you start like, it's a 7, okay, like, that means it's not bad, it's not, you know, but it's not great, and I'm like, well. Then I look at my backlog of just incredible games. I look at No Rest for the Wicked. I look at the Final Fantasy 7 remakes. Like, still haven't beaten 7R. Expedition 33, Oblivion. Like, it's like, huh? Where am I going to put my time? Do I want to play those games? Absolutely. Do I want to play Avowed? Not so much.
That's actually what boggles my mind about price hikes, because I look at the new price hikes and then I look at my backlog and I have 71 games I need to get through.
71, wow.
71, and that's probably not a lot compared to a lot of people, and that's 71 actual games I picked, like hand-picked, like I need to play these because they are in many sense classics. I need to go and play through the entirety of Final Fantasy before 7. I have never done that. That is going to take me a while.
Yeah, like that's kind of the thing that I thought with my kids is like I'm gotta make them play the classics and then they can play the new ones.
Yeah.
Like you gotta we're gonna go one to the end. Like it doesn't, you don't need to do it, but let's build on this.
Everything from Final Fantasy to like Devil May Cry to Kingdom Hearts to Metro to even like big Monster Hunter, or I need to make my way through the Rogue Trader, Pathfinder, but it's like even stuff like Spyro, the new trilogy and stuff like this I need to get through.
The Calamity says Mask of the Betrayer, Alpha Protocol, KOTOR 2, Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah. Those are also on my list to get through as well. It's just I've got 20 years of gaming history I need to get through that I never played as a kid, and because of that, it's like I have no need to buy the latest and greatest thing.
That's one of the things that's really fascinating, because it's like, oh, $80 games, like it better be a great, like an incredible experience, because I have games that I paid $6 for. That I'm like, oh man, I do want to finish that game. Like it's like,
if it's $80 base edition, I expect an 8, not an IGN 8. Like I expect
an actual 8.
Yeah, I expect it to be like Elden Ring level quality. If you're charging me $80, that's never happening. $80. I'll buy Baldur's Gate for $80. I won't buy whatever. I won't buy Avowed for $80.
That's where it's like, Game Pass, and like that's what I said, like before Avowed launched, like Game Pass is going to be the most interesting thing, because like you look at Netflix, the biggest problem, my biggest frustration with Netflix is like they'd start a series and they wouldn't finish it. And it's like, even if it's not performing well, like having a complete series like in your back, like because that's going to always be in their backlog. So anybody who's like, oh, I signed up for Game Pass, and they're like, oh, maybe I'll check this out. Like that's like they just want an offering of things to play, and it doesn't necessarily mean they need to be the best things.
No, I do worry that, but obviously it's the way it always goes with subscription services, is that you eventually get saturation. And obviously Phil has come out and he has says, oh yes, allowing people to buy things is important.
1 second, we got a cutscene. Just trying to see, like, I know it, but I think it's the voice acting is so good. All right, boss time. And then LG, like for the chat guys, I'm gonna see. I think I should be able to take this guy out pretty easily, but we'll see. So just I'll get caught up on chat here in a second. By the way, if anybody ever wants to come hang out in voice chat, just like Val is, just top link in the description. I treat the live streams as a kind of a call-in show podcast. Anybody can come and talk about whatever.
Don't touch her.
Oh, good lord. I thought it was a slower transition. Oh! Oof. Double oof, triple oof. Got him. Bow. Brilliant. Brilliant. All right. Sorry, you were saying, Val?
I was just saying, do you ever think they're trying to force people onto Game Pass by pricing them out of the gaming market?
I think that's exactly what it is. Is like the game. Like that. The game price going up to that to 80 and 90 whatever. Like as long as if Game Pass doesn't follow the same pricing increase. And then you also what you'll end up seeing is like people will consume less and wait for sales more because like at the end of the day, and that's what I'd always encourage people. It's like if you don't like the price, don't spend the money. Just wait. And with the exception of Nintendo, because Nintendo doesn't lower their prices, so it's gonna be wild. You were gonna say something?
I think they won't up it now. I think they'll up it in probably a year and a half.
Oh, the price of Game Pass? Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah.
Because this is the thing, they're creating a monopoly effectively, and this is why consolidation was never a good thing.
So L Game Chaos says, hey, I'm gonna be playing this game later today with Range Bambus. We had him on the podcast last week. How's your day going, dude? Day's going great. I'm glad you're gonna be getting some playtime in with Range. He was excellent. We're gonna have to have him back on the show. Free Frag UK says, Avowed caught my eye, but at a price that I'm not willing to pay. Yeah. Like, and that's the thing, like, I think game pricing ends up also setting an expectation in your mind regardless, right? Like, the thing is that Expedition 33 comes at $50 and it blows you away. Like, it's just like, wow, this is $50? And that's where I think from a market perspective that we'll see hopefully a healthier kind of development cycle where you have smaller teams focusing in on finding the fun. Maybe you'll see more outsourcing companies that kind of because that's what the Expedition guys used, some outsourcing. Oh, we got a cutscene. It's been a while since I've seen these cutscenes, so I'm gonna enjoy them.
Impressive. This isn't a sewer anymore. It's a tomb.
See? I knew it! Sacrament stands because of me!
It wasn't your place, Serum, to make a deal with a prisoner. Nor perhaps my place to let you. But don't worry. He was never out of our sight.
Tell them, Serum. I honored our deal. And an hero deserves an hero's pardon.
Sacrament doesn't bargain with murderers. You're headed for hard labor at the Mountain Gate, by order of the Madrigal.
You shit-smiling bastard!
And you? Well, I think we understand each other, Serum. You and I, we do what needs to be done. Consider yourself a citizen of Sacrament. You've defended this city. Now, you may make it your home.
It's funny because I already own a home in Sacrament. This was like where I think back when it first came out that they then like, hey, now you can buy a house. It's like, all right, cool. I already did.
I don't think I'll be telling Ellsworth you
I
released
do
that
wonder
rat
as
from his cage.
European studios
I
get
won't.
into the limelight, especially in the States, if it would force them to drop the pricing. But I do also fear that the larger publishers buying up all the smaller companies is going to keep it the same way.
Yeah. Now Elmo says, has Thomas mentioned the patch number 1 draw dropping feature is? No, but he did hint that we're going to have 8 rune abilities. So I'm like, that's also pretty significant. Sorry, you're saying something, Val?
No, I just wonder if the lack of American regulation in the gaming industry is going to force high prices in the American area. Because it's like, if you want Expedition 33, for example, it's 50. If you want Baldur's Gate 3, I think it was, 50, 60 as well.
I think Baldur's Gate was like 60. I bought it early on, so I like, same thing, like, No Rest is going to go up in price. Like, we know that, and they've made that very abundantly clear. It's like, this is the early access price, and then, because, like, we know that there's going to be, these things. So it's like, yeah.
Do you think that pricing would be a lot more prominent in the industry than it is?
All right, William. I need you to do a favor, like, because we are giving away a copy of the game, and right now it seems like there's a lot of people who were trying to do it for a friend. We finally were able to find somebody's friend who's able to get it in. Type in !LOL, and you'll be entered in to win a copy of the game. We got one more. We might even do 2, because like we've seen it. Like I didn't expect somebody to drop a $50 super chat on the stream, so I'm thinking that's, you know, if it takes like 20 minutes to give away a copy, we're gonna just roll that in. Perfect, William. I got you on the board. Oh yeah, exactly like that, dude. So I wouldn't worry about the negative reviews. You got to understand, like, I think this game is it's so good. I think a lot of negative reviews either come from mismet expectations or something changed that you don't necessarily like, and that is a tool that they're using. But you know, to kind of express that feedback to the devs, I think that there's going to be changes. We know there's also going to be a wipe at some point when we go at least into the 1.0 system. And as long as you know that, like, there's no wasted sadness. Mad Lads also on the board. I've got 17 entries currently, and we'll roll it here. What time is it? We'll roll it here at 7, and then that way, if because I know I probably games at 9. I have a hard out at 8 o'clock so I can get kids up and ready for the T-ball game, because I'm the coach, so I got to get out to the field early. So yeah, 7:30 to 8 o'clock is going to be when we wrap. So we'll see if we can give away that copy.
I'd also say,
William, sorry, 1 second. The only caveats to the giveaway are you got to be on my Steam friend list, because these aren't key codes. Like, I have to actually gift it to you. So my friend code is in the description of this YouTube video. So go put that, go friend me. And then as long as you're in a region I can give to, because I tried to give to Val and he's out in the UK, and Steam says that I can't do that. Go ahead, Val. I got somebody knocking at the door.
No, and it's also an isometric ARPG, so if it's not like PoE, it's not going to be, people are not going to have their expectations met. Not even PoE 2 is getting demolished because it's not like PoE 1 right now.
And it's interesting because, like, I've seen a lot of debate about, like, is this an ARPG, yada yada yada. It's like, well, like, it's not. It's actually more like a fighting game in an ARPG. Like, that's like, it's its own thing. It's easy to, like, just like when Destiny came out, like, how do people just find it as Halo plus Borderlands, and then it's like now people define looter shooters like, oh, it's Destiny. Like, this, I think, has a way of kind of redefining it. Like, is it like a Wicked? It's like because it isn't so much like just spamming your all the abilities and murdering, the whole screen of baddies. It's like, no.
I actually thought Destiny was more like just World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth, than it was the Halo. Like, because the game's format was completely set up the same way. Like, you could tell Activision had worked on it. Yeah, and for the Twitch folks, yes, unfortunately, Nightbot, it only is able to read, like, one chat for the giveaway. I'm not able to set it up for multiple. So pop over to, like, you can, I know a lot of people enjoy watching on Twitch. I do apologize for that. But just jump on the YouTube side, pop in the thing, and you're ready to freaking rock and roll. I'll give you guys a few more minutes. We'll see if we can give away these copies. 1 second. All right. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up at 7:30. So on that note, because of the support that you guys showed here today, let's see if we can give away 2 more copies. Good, I got Free Frag in the list, so we're gonna give a winner right now. Boom, Free Frag. Congrats, coming in with it. So Free Frag, you gotta friend me. So, like, if I can't gift it to you, we will re-roll. If I can't gift it to you, we will re-roll. So just shoot me like, send a message. I know that you're here because it literally just showed you pop in. And then on Steam, I got 2 friend requests. All I need from you, Free Frag, is to know what your Steam code, your friend name is on Steam, and then I can gift this stuff to you.
Boom City. I need to get some chests for the house. Cool. So my yeah, friend code in the description. You guys can pre-friend if you want. And then you just, if you win, you tell me who you are, and I can send the gift. All right, let's see here. I got my 3 ring slots. That gives me the ability to farm. Food, consumables, materials. I'm gonna do this. This is just good for farming. Right. So I think I finished up Rats and Raiders. Yeah, cool. Now I can go. I'm gonna go to Nameless Pass. All right, and then if we're unable to give free frag, okay. No, I just tell me your friend name, because if you shoot me a friend request, then I can just gift out to your name. Let me see if it lets me do that with a code though. All right, let me see if it lets me just add you. Enter a friend code. Wait. Killing Joke. Let me know if that is you. Let's see here. Oh, okay, great. Let's see if it will let me gift to Killing. And we'll do another giveaway as well, because yeah, y'all mad lads. Let's go library, store page, add to cart. Gift, and then continue to gift options, and then it was darn it, what? Oh, Killing Joke. Cool. On wish list. Perfect. All right, and it doesn't seem to give me any kind of issues due to region price differences. The gift you're trying to send cannot be sent to the recipient's region.
Last thing.
Why? Like, can I just tell me the different price? I apologize, dude. That sucks. Terrible. I don't. Yeah, like I'll pay it, right? Like the whole point is just to get more copies sold. So I'm sorry that I can't gift to you free frag. We're gonna have to re-roll you. And I think one of the things, and I don't know if this is gonna be possible, but like what I would love is, because like I know the devs they can hand out keys. I'd be like, the goal is to actually support them financially with this whole like giveaway thing, so that way, you know, the game just keeps getting better. And
what they're probably trying to stop is people from, let's say, like Eastern Europe giving it to people from Western Europe.
Yeah,
that type of thing.
Yeah, I understand. There's no spoon. You're the winner. Let me know if you're on my friends list. And then if so, then we can go from there. Otherwise, we'll just keep plugging away. So I'll give There's No Spoon the time to respond. And it's like worst case scenario, because I do want to make sure we give this away before I have to wrap up the stream. Like, get on my friends list, you know, and I'll just have to pick somebody. You know, I want to make sure that we get these giveaways going. Oh man, I should go. I'll go do some upgrades. I know I need more spruce.
I'll take this post any day over my old one in Havenport.
Oh, in Havenport. If they give you a key, it's still region locked? Interesting, because like they gave me some keys last time, and I mean, maybe it's just obviously anecdotal that the people who won, you know, there wasn't a region locked key, but who knows?
I think they can choose whether or not they're region locked or worldwide, because they can just create their own keys. So
yeah. Like, give me some keys in all kinds of different areas. We got 5 keys for this region, 5 keys for this region.
I mean, you could write them an email asking them for like a preset of keys, that type of stuff, but
Yeah.
like, you know, pay for it.
If it's a ROW key, then it works almost everywhere. Interesting. All right, we're still waiting for Spoon to reply and let me know that they're still here. So Spoon, you got one more minute just to say like, hey, I'm here. So that way I know that you're here. Otherwise, we'll just keep them away. Last time it was like, even with the keys, it's like there were a couple winners that were like, oh, yep, they weren't here. It's like, oh, sorry, you got to be here for it. We'll be doing the Switch 2 giveaway on a live stream, celebrating like when we get to 100K subs. That, you know, at the trajectory, it'll be like it'll be next year, which is exciting. And then we'll do another one. We'll do like $100 at 90K subs. Like that would be an Amazon gift card. That I think is pretty easy to figure out.
Is New World still doing well?
Season 8's about to get ready to roll out. I haven't played. I just hadn't had time. Like, and then I took all lint off from video games, so it's like, oh, even there was time where I could. But they're working on some really good stuff. Expansion, expansion this fall. That's gonna be real fun to jump back in. They're working on the things that, you know, like. The focus of this last update was more about like, yeah, we're console, new players, yada yada yada. Now it's I think the next update's obviously gonna be like, now let's expand out, let's get some content for our existing players. William says, hey G Prime, have you tried V Rising? I have. It's actually incredible. I haven't spent too much time with it though.
How many hours did I put into it? Because I put in quite a bit.
All right, no Spoon. I'm sorry that you won and we weren't able to get together, but well, you know, I'll keep you in the list for winning. William, somebody who hopefully is not going to be region locked. Oh hell, oh yeah, Missouri, dude. We're in the same country. Let's go. All right, William. My friend code is in the description of this video. Let me know what is. Send me a friend request, and then let me know what your friend name is, so that way I can make sure I give it to the right person. Yeah. You were just talking, you're like, I'm on the fence. It's like, you got a shot, buddy. You got a shot. You got a real shot. Just added you. All right, great. You were my, I'm your first friend. Oh. It's an honor. It's an honor, dude. Just what was your friend name? Farley. Farley Payne? Farley, it doesn't show a number, but I'm assuming this is you, so. Regardless if it's not, Farley Payne gets a copy. Boom, baby. Success. Woo! Congratulations, William. And dude, don't worry about those negative reviews, bro. Like, play the game. If you like it, be sure to give a positive review, because a lot of it ends up just kind of being like, well, I didn't like this. You know, there's some changes, and change usually is met with frustration, and then eventually you kind of get used to it, and you're like, oh, it's not so bad. I actually prefer it now. Like, I like how the system is, and not everybody will. You know, not everybody agrees on everything, and that's okay. And that's okay. Yes.
A lot of stuff is familiarity.
All right, we'll give away another. Well, we'll try to give away another copy here towards the end of this thing. Yeah. Oh.
I pumped 100.
Free Frag just went out and purchased the game. Heck yes, dude. Welcome to No Rest for the Wicked, dude. I'm so happy for you. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be the guy who gifted it to you, but the fact that you're like, I welcome support, but the real hope is that people, whether they see a stream or a video, they go out and be like, you know what, that's worth it. And right now, up till I think the 14th, it's 30% off. So it's even sweeter of a deal. And a lot of this is that these devs are now independent. one of the big reasons why this update was so delayed was because of that entire process. When it comes down to it, it sucks, but we're here. And I think essentially what's going to be really exciting, especially for people who are like, gosh, Lord, do I have to wait? Like, are we going to wait another 9 months, you know, for the update to come out? And the answer, I don't think, if the answer ends up being yes, like, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to feel like frustrated. But I think what we're going to end up seeing is that, as Thomas is already teasing out, the patch number 1 for the Breach update, that's a good sign, guys. Like, that's a really, really good sign that we're going to see some real cool stuff coming to the game pretty frequently. And obviously the big update, I would say patch number 1, unless, you know, something's changed, that's going to be the multiplayer update. That means we're yeah, be on my friends list, because we'll be playing. Level up 21, baby. I can't drink until I'm 45, but yeah. Toast, salute. Let's see here. All right. Pop.
I would recommend V-Rising, by the way. I just checked. I bumped in like 140 hours into it, so
yeah,
it's
dude.
good.
Yeah, we have a Discord. So William was like, do you have a Discord? The top link in the description will get you to the Discord. It will get you to the podcast. It will get you to where, like, the different content that I make. It's just kind of one link to rule them all. They try to keep things simple. So some people like, you know, so Discord's open. It's free. In fact, if you want to come hang out in voice chat, you're welcome to. I want everybody to feel like they can come in and kind of hang out and, you know, in game. And the only thing I always ask is, like, some people are like, oh, because I think my status on Discord is always in do not disturb, but it's literally just like, feel free to if you ever need to reach out, like, you can. It's not a problem. Just always know I will respond as I have availability, which usually is like, yeah, you might, you know, wait a little bit and be like, oh, hey.
Do not disturb sign has ever stopped me from starving.
Yeah, it's like, people are like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, no, like, you can message me. I just try to, it doesn't have a status. It's like, I'll get to you as I have availability. Like, that status does not seem to exist on Discord. It's like, all right.
Maybe it's just because I'm in sales. I'll constantly badgers.
You gotta be the guy. You gotta initiate if you're in sales, otherwise you go hungry. All right, L Game Chaos, welcome to the Discord, bud. All right. See how far we can get. Oh gosh. Oh man, there's such a satisfying thing. Like, oh yeah, in a way, you know. I do miss my hardcore character, but that's exactly how it would, like, I'm so glad it ended because an enemy pushed me off a cliff that surprised me. That it wasn't like, oh, I was just going up and I was like, oh crap. And he pushed me off and I was like, oh, now I'm gone. And in this case, like, yeah, that's how I thought my hardcore run would end, is me just walking up a plank and falling to my doom. It's like, all right.
Oh, did I tell you? So, you know I'm in London right now, right?
Yeah.
So, rent in London, where I am, is about $3 grand a
Woo.
month.
Woo!
Right? So I checked, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this till the end of the year. I checked rent prices in Scotland.
Yeah.
£100 outside of Edinburgh. I go £150 a month. And they're like really nice areas on like the sea. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Dude.
Because you have a remote, everybody's remote now.
Yeah. That's the thing. I told Jules, is like, we can live anywhere. You know, we don't need, you know, live in the city. Mm-hmm. But right now we got a lot of family, so it's like, okay, well, we're not going to move. But your rent is like $1,000 plus more than my mortgage.
Exactly, right?
I'm like, that so, sucks, bro.
Like, what am I doing? Because I can take the big English salary and just go back, and it's like I'll have more money than go.
Yeah, take the high salary. Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, if I wanted to live very cheaply, like, go. Yeah, there's a lot of state, a lot of land. And I could go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma has an income tax, so I probably wouldn't go to Oklahoma. But yeah, it's like, yeah, like I can live very cheaply and very well.
It's just
Ooh, Band of Calmness. What do we got here? Let's see here. Focus gain increased. Max focus increased. I just had a woven ring because I didn't have anything else on. I'll take that for freaking sure, baby.
But the thing is, it's like 450, and you get more like room than you get here.
Yeah.
Which is odd. You know, it's like when you go to New York and they're like, oh yeah, I pay like $5,000 for like a shed. And it's like,
We got a chat in the chat. Taxation is theft. I told that to my woman. And she replied, and it's like, yep, just get married.
I don't mind.
I'm not. Well, I like. Yeah, it's like. I think the thing is like, what do we spend? That's where it's like. I'm like all for like, let's. Yeah, you audit me? No, we audit you, bro. Like I get like, yeah, let's invest in infrastructure as a you know, like sure, that's great. But like, what are we doing?
I need like walkable cities and trains. As long as there's good walkable cities and trains, I'm fairly happy.
Yeah.
You know.
The other thing is we also do a like, and gosh, I hate saying it. Like, I never like to like, oh, we do a lot of charity, but like, you know, as Catholics, it's like, yeah, there's a big aspect, especially with St. Vincent de Paul and you know, like various things to really kind of like. I get that you know, we can't build a social safety net around like, you know, everybody being like that, but it's like part of me is like, yeah, like of course I'm taking care of my neighbor, you know.
Like every election cycle in the UK, though, it's like what do you call it? There's just a natural assumption that the benefits system is lazy and not efficient and things like this, which really just means let's see who can cut out of it. Because that's the way it's kind of going. So it's just like every single decision you do is not popular because it's let's just cut people off the social security welfare net to save money.
The problem with social security is so frustrating. It's like they've completely bankrupted that system, and then it's like, oh, it turns out we're not having enough babies to have enough workers to pay for all the. It's like, oh yeah, like that's, you know, that's a bad choice. Oh no.
Well, it's because the tax is not. The problem is you're not taxing the vast majority of the wealth, but the economy. So the government can't spend anything.
Yeah.
Everybody acts like taxes like we pay the government. Taxes like the government just takes the cash and throws it in the bin. That's all it is. It's just removing money from the economy. It's a gold sign. Get that out of there. And then they can spend more and create more, and then they do that so inflation doesn't skyrocket and we don't all lose our savings.
Oh, and dude, the inflation thing, like that is the greatest tax and greatest immoral thing, especially towards the poor, because if you don't, like, I own a house, okay, you know, inflation goes up, my home value goes up, like I didn't, unless I have to sell, like I don't lose out, like the asset class, which basically like living a debt-free life is hard, but I cannot recommend it enough to like pay off your debt. We did the Dave Ramsey strategy. It worked great because it's all about wins. It's the same kind of strategy I give you guys in the Message of Hope. Take a shower, brush your teeth, make your bed. Small wins, little things build up to bigger things. And if you can develop those really good habits, all of a sudden you're like, I never thought I could do this. And it's like, then you're like amazed at the things that you're able to accomplish. You know, and so it's like little things lead to that. And so like paying off that lowest, you know, amount that you owe, all of a sudden that, you know, $5, $10, $25 that you were paying as a minimum payment, you add that to the next debt. And all of a sudden you get to a point where you're just throwing haymakers at this debt that felt unsurmountable. And then it goes away. And then you're like, oh, I can breathe again. I'm free. Holy crap. It's incredible. And so
I think family dynamics are very important as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the fact is, like, I have access to free babysitting because I you know, I've got family and friends, you know, like, yeah, that value. That's where it's like, would I move out of the area? Well, no, because it's like that value is greater than the savings that I would get from, you know, living in the middle of nowhere.
Scotland does provide free childcare, so it does take a lot off it. But also
Rub it in.
Scottish families are also pretty big. You know, I've got like my grand had like 14 kids.
Adrian is so right. 14 kids. That's amazing. We're only at 6. We might adopt or foster or something later. We'll see how everything's going. You know.
My great grand had 14. My grand had 7, and that is just that's my mother's and my dad's. My brother and my dad's had like 6 as well. So it's like if you need childcare, go see your aunt.
Yeah.
Go see your godparents as well. Like that's
well, and then having those aunts and uncles, and you know, it's like that. Like, cannot underscore that value. Adrian says America not investing in trains in cities makes me very sad every time, dude. 100%. Like I had to go up to Boston for a little bit for work back at this is a long time ago, and it was so easy to get around. Like it was, oh okay, yeah, the trains run on schedule, and you just, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show up here and do this thing.
So London has what I call Dock, which is the DLR, right? And it can take you to where you go. There's a train every 5 to 10 minutes going to 2 different stops, and you can basically just jump on anyone, and you'll get where you need to go. It's so quick.
Yeah.
There's really no reason for a car, and I don't mind cars. Like I've got my license. I just would rather not. Like it's. Because you know, it's not like what it was in like early 2000s where you needed it for like the shopping and stuff like that, because you can get delivered now.
The Dustin says the pestilence. How long does it often it spawns? I don't know. I haven't got to the new content yet. Like because I was more or less focusing it on my hardcore character, but now that he's no more, it's like all right. Like let me continue this because I want to get I have a monk build up, and then I want to get a mage build up, and then I'll have a strength, you know. So like yeah, I'm just thinking of like builds that I'm looking forward to making. Need a lot of this spruce, but like I think a lot of my upgrades are waiting on. Oh, I should save that. Like I can turn that in. Steak. Oh, there's a treasure chest. One of the things, like as a pro tip for anybody who's kind of like new and curious, you can place map markers on your map, and so like the chest isn't necessarily always going to be there, but it helps to kind of give that. So you can see here now that I'm running, it's got that little chest symbol that I'll see, and I'll remember like, oh, maybe there's, yeah, I should check to see if that chest is there.
The game looks really good as well. Like that's the thing. I actually think it's probably prettier looking than Diablo.
Yeah, the gameplay I think is far superior too. And it's like
played it. I need to go back.
What do you say?
I need to go back and play Diablo. Like I haven't actually played it. Even though I've spent like 800 hours on it.
I'm sorry, I was skipping through a voice guy and I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, nothing. I said I just need to go back and play Diablo. Like, I spent like 800 hours on it and I've never really properly given it a shot.
800 hours. I'm still a newbie. I hear it gets good after 1,000 or something like that. It's like, all right, did you invest 1,000 hours? All right, whatever, scrub.
It's the same MMO line. It gets good after 1,000.
I think the line ends up being it gets good after 100 hours, and it's like, oh wow, that's quite an investment in time.
MMOs do addict you early though. Like everybody does say that, but it's like you do get addicted quite early to MMOs.
Yeah.
It's like I remember when I was taking the piss out of World of Warcraft and BFA, I was playing it every day. But I was that addicted to it. But then again, I was never one of these people that was like, games waste my time.
If you're having fun, it's not a time waste.
Not that, it's just that it's like I'm playing a video game, it's a toy.
Yeah. If it's the be all end all of your existence, then yeah, let me encourage you, because like, it's a great seasoning to life. It's not life.
Mm.
You know, it's a great thing that can add a lot of flavor and joy and fun, but it's not life. And this would apply to like, you know, sports or like there is an amount of money though. Like it's like, you know, like money that doesn't buy happiness. There is an amount of money that does help with peace. You know, as long as your living expenses don't like adjust to be ridiculous.
I would say, for me, it's probably, which I've kind of got now, like I managed to finally get, like, I managed to break the UK 30k back. So in the UK, like 32k is the average salary pretty much for most people. So it's not a lot of money. It's like, you're talking like maybe $38,000, that type of thing. That's the average for most people. So you've got a lot of people below it and a lot of people above it. And for me, I managed, because I went to London, I managed to get like big city salary.
Yeah.
And once you kind of get that, and because remote working's there, it's like, well, I don't know why I'm still living. Like, it's good for the year to obviously meet the people in the office, that type of stuff. But once you've kind of done that, it's like, well, I can leave and I can take, like, you know?
Oh, man. Love the diversity in this conversation. LOL, gameplay, taxes, trains. You get it all. You get it all on the lives.
It's the autistic I love trains comment as you get older, increasingly older. It's like, I love trains.
The knee gauntlets, like I'm assuming you meant new with the new. Yes, that's how I'm classifying this as my monk build. And it's like, I know the streams. It started off with my strength build, so this is my dex build. And it's like, yeah, you can see here, got the two-handed gauntlets. Got, you know, I'm trying to find the Hadouken rune. We need to go maybe check Eleanor and see if she's got it for sale. And then you can see here a bunch of, I've slotted in some experience gains. I need to go probably do that for the rest of these guys. I can't do gems on rings, but it does. Hey, let me go see if I got it, because like I was looking to see if I had experience gems on my hardcore character, and the answer was no, I don't.
Did you see China's building a new Macnolift train?
Yeah, like China's building all kinds of stuff.
Do it for.
But it's like, I want to go to Japan just to like sit on that train. You know, the one that was like insanely fast, like 400 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I just want to try it.
All right, William's in the Discord. Welcome in, William.
I guarantee. That's been tromping around.
Apparently, it'll get you like across the country in like 2 hours.
That's insane, incredible. I wish I would love to be able to go down to Oklahoma City, Bricktown, you know, and just hop on a train, or pop on a train and hop down to Houston. And it's like, yeah, you got Southwest for that, but I don't know, man. I would much prefer to just hop on a train and get it going.
With the size of the US, it honestly does shock me that there's not more of a train infrastructure.
And then when you start to see like how much like regulation and inefficiencies are built into the system, so nothing can get done, you're like, oh, it makes sense. All right, let's make sure you do ! LOL in chat to be eligible. I've got 21 entries. We just gave away 2 copies because of the insane support that we got from a super thanks and a couple of super chats here today. I want to give away a 3rd copy to you guys, and hopefully, again, the rule ends up being you got to be a friend on Steam, because there's no other way that I can go about doing it right now, and you have to be in a region that Steam will let me gift to. There's a couple of people who've unfortunately not been able to do that, but yeah, Calamity with the LOL, that's the command. Put that in chat. We'll give it away here in about a minute. Let me see if I can I have anything rune wise that I can pull. They all just come with Tempest Kick. Son of a I start Plague Breath. I'm gonna pull out these. Let's see, Extract, Plague Breath, Plague Nova.
It's weird. I feel like once you hit like your mid-20s, like you start becoming your parents, and you're like, you know, the love of houses starts to come. You start looking at like houses on websites and like in the streets, and it's like, oh, that's nice.
Honestly,
Boost up my experience. Have any more experience, James?
An 8-hour train ride, like with a proper, like, I'm gonna be honest, like Harry Potter train with like maybe like a cabin and like beds and stuff, like, you know, fine dining, like a Polar Express type of thing, across America would be phenomenal.
Illuminate. I'm gonna buy that. repair, channel, hero, aura. All right.
But it's, I mean, yeah, it's expensive, but it's like, how many jobs would that provide for America just to like build new trade infrastructure? You know, Americans
Right.
always want manufacturing jobs back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, you know, get some train building done. You know, it's like America's got a lot of opportunity to like just fill up America.
Yeah.
Because it's quite barren in America, like for its size. Like if you look at the UK and Europe, we're pretty population density.
Texas is bigger than like many countries.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah.
It's just empty.
Do you know how date, or they said something about we don't have a hard date on it, but they're already talking about patch number 1, which is really exciting, which they're talking about like a 2 to 3 month turnaround for updates, which that honestly makes the most sense. And that would be, I'd put it at July or maybe August, and if they come sooner, then it's even better.
You know, I noticed this the other day, right, with Uber Eats and stuff like this, right? And they're charging me £5 for delivery.
Wow.
And I'm like, there's no point now. Because if you want like a £10 meal, it's like £15 now just to get it to your house.
Got him. I wanted that plague core. All right, guys, I'm about to roll the next winner chicken dinner. And good luck to all of y'all. Again, you got to be on my friends list, and you got to be eligible to receive it from. So if you already own a copy, sorry, unless your friend is available. My friend code on Steam is in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and pre-friend me if you win. Free Frag wins again. Sorry, Free Frag. Pedro Ritter. Sound off in the comments so I know you're here. And then let's see if we can't give you this copy. If unfortunately we can't, we will absolutely re-roll and make sure that somebody can get this third copy of the game. And 46 months, bring back Puppy Dogs says, if we all go in all on trains, then I want Hogwarts as well. Let's do it. The American Hogwarts. Let's go. Thank you for 46 months of being a member, Flup. I really appreciate that, dude. Really thank you. Oh yeah, and that's our first member. Let's see here. Let's go to the member goal. We always keep this as a rolling thing for every 25 kind of members or subscribers. Like if a Twitch subscriber comes in, I gift out 5 to the community here.
Do it for.
Yeah. All right, now let me go use this Plague Core. We'll go from there. All right. Pedro says, wow. Pedro, let me know what your Discord username is. We will attempt to gift you this copy and see what happens. See if you're see if you're actually able to receive it. Seems to be the major pain point.
You ever experience that thing in a game, right? Where you're just like, you're trying to do something and then you have no idea what you're doing and then you're sat there thinking, well, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just experienced that.
Like, yeah. Let's see here. And that. I'll do more food slots. Just make my grind a little bit easier. Right. All right, Pedro. It won't be Discord, Pedro. It's gonna be Steam. My Steam code is in the description of this. Let's see here, because it doesn't let me. I don't have keys. I have to do a gift. Oh, you're good. Sorry if I wasn't clear. My friend code. Just add that. A Viper R. Let's see if you're on my list already. A Viper R. Sorry, I don't have you yet. So. Bar. Oh, we're already friends. Great. Let me see if I can gift it to you. And store page. Add a card. 4 as a gift. Viper on wish list. Perfect. All right. Continue to payment. Bada bing, bada boom. And doesn't seem like it's giving me an error. All right. Should be on the way. Let me know when you get that, you receive that gift. We'll go and yeah, heck yeah. This is awesome. You know, we've been and one person also bought the game, so that's four copies that the devs are gonna get that money. Heck to the yes, dude. What's up?
How much is the game?
Right now, it costs me like $30.
Yeah, I'll probably buy it after this.
Yeah, it's well worth the price. It's well worth the price. So guys, I'll be do another live stream this time next week. Probably we'll start off with another hardcore character for Saturdays and play on hardcore until we die or it's time to end the stream. But I gotta go get the $27.99. It's an amazing price. It's 30% off for the next couple of days. So please consider checking it out. Your support directly supports the devs. They are independent, so every dollar really kind of matters. I think Asmongold has done a good job of getting more eyeballs on it, and hopefully it's the case. So, all right, we'll be back next Saturday. That's going to be kind of the standard stream time. So for those of you who are able to come hang out in voice or on stream, I'll get that scheduled, and we're going to keep just jumping in. And eventually, after I get several builds that I want to get done out, I might return to Expedition 33 and try to beat that game. And then I really want to play some Oblivion this year because I really love to check it out. But guys, you're the best. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the likes on the stream, and thank you just in general for all the support. Flup with 46 months, and we had some insane super chatters here today, which was the reason why we actually gave away 3 copies. So next week I think we'll do 2 because I think mathematically that gives me a little bit of bandwidth, and then if you want to support for free, just be sure to check out the videos. Hitting up a playlist sometimes if you got somewhere to be and you don't mind my videos filling your history, hitting those playlists does help because the ad revenue isn't zero, but I think it's enough that we can continue to try to give away copies of the game. Outside of that, guys, love you very much. God bless you, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Saturday or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world.